fall and break apart while we sit here in silence, 'cause it's been a while since you and I were intertwined as one. We were just getting started. You were all that I wanted. So let's remember that the good and not the bad. Think about the days you held me close. Forget about the nights we spent alone. Take a better days and leave the rest. Keep all the best of me. Best of me. We could drag it on or let it go. We could end on a high note. We could both take the high road.
Something wrong with me.
Y'all get so mad about my music choices. I know what you listen to. I know what you listen to. What's like this garbage, insanely high, like fast-paced trash that you listen to? It's like this. It's like what's this fucking called? Like this shit. Well, let me find an example. Like this awful crap. Let me find an example. Hold on. Like this shit. This trash. Like this is the shit you listen to. This is what you fucking kids listen to. This trash. See, you say this is the exact same thing. You fuckers is not. This is what you fucking listen to. Listen to that shit. No, hold on. What's like the latest Lil Rizzy song? What trash is Spotify trying to throw in my face today? What's like the newest releases? What is this hot shit they're trying to push? Steaming hot pile of filth. Come on, give it to me. I want to see the sloppiest of slop music. Give me a fucking industry plant. Come on. Give me an industry plant that you kids like right now. Give me a fucking industry plant. Give me something. Come on. Throw it my way. What the fuck do you all listen to? Give me something here. Come on. I'm waiting. Hold on. What's like what's that? Okay, I posted a demon. I posted this horrific demon to my Discord the other day. Hold on, I gotta find it again. I opened Spotify and it advertised I think it was meant to be a woman. It didn't look like a woman. She looked like a fucking demon with how she had her makeup and had her hair done. My God. Hold on. Let me find this. I want to like listen to what her music sounds like, or its music, because I don't think it was human. There it is. Who is this? Yeah, let me I want to like find what this sounds like. Let me see. Who are you? This is demon shit. Why is this being announced to me on Spotify? What is this?
I always get what I want. I always everything I want.
Eh. Trash. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. And someone says, so, sorry, fine. We'll do a singular fan request. Apparently this goes way harder. I like pegboard nerds. It's been 10 years since they've made music. Ancient pull here. Deepest of cuts. I haven't heard this in a hot fucking minute. Oh, you say this one's good! You say this one is good! And not what I was listening to? Excuse me? Hypocrisy? How are you bitching about what I put on? How is this different? Is this Castle Crashers? Ah! Y'all are ridiculous.
Try this on for size, mister.
It's a good song. It's a good song. My dogs are, of course, losing their shit for literally no reason. Why are you barking? What are you barking at? That's enough. That's enough. Stop barking. My dachshund barks at everything that moves. And of course, sets off the other 4 dogs we have in the house right now because we're pet sitting. Oh, Lord. There is no pleasing you. There is no pleasing any of you. When it comes to music, I have to put on like what's some other like Lil Rizzy garbage. I know the kids love Kanye still. The kids love Kanye. The kids love Kanye and all the other crap. That's all I hear him talk about is fucking Kanye West. Zesty, move on. No, this is my fucking stream. I do whatever I want. Please never play Fentanyl here ever again. You know what? I may not. That's enough. That's enough. We'll move on. Stupid. Throw on some stream appropriate music here. There we go. Set the mood. Juan by Tanger. Yeah, I said it. I don't know that song. I will have to look into it. I will have to look into it. Play some of the more recent Kanye tracks? No, I'm not going to. I don't like Kanye. Play Joji. I know the youngins like Joji. I know the youngins like Kanye. I know the youngins like Joji. Well, what else do the youngins like? Annoying Orange. I know the kids love Annoying Orange. Every day I see kids out in public quoting the latest Annoying Orange video. They saw it on Facebook. Anyways, hello. How are we today? I just saw you yesterday. I'm back again. You can't get rid of me. You can't get rid of me. I'm fucking around with a piece of foam. Don't worry about that. Wash my hair? My hair's washed. This is clean hair. It's just dark. What do you mean, wash my hair? This is the cleanest it gets. I just have dark hair. Come on, man. I saw it on Facebook. Zesty said it is dried out old skin flaking. Oh, fuck. Play Stevie Ray Vaughan? I could. That's a better pick. That's a better pick. See, no. You don't get to say rage bait. No, sir. You don't get to pull that shit. Rage bait's a fucking cop-out when you get called out on your bullshit. It's like pissing yourself in public. It's like that meme where the guy pisses himself in public, and then people laugh at him. Laugh at the guy who pissed himself in public. It's like, ha, I got you. I was merely pretending to be retarded. I was merely pretending. It's a fucking cop out. You can't fool me. You can't fucking fool me. Yeah, I mean, rage baiting is no different than trolling, and they only use it as a cop out when they get called out. It's just true. Prove me wrong. Like, someone fucks up and they backpedal. Oh, I made you mad. Actually, I got you. I know what you fucking kids are doing. I know what you're up to. Ages himself. Like, how does one age himself? Like, it's an act I can engage in. I just age myself. I say, it's like the fucking scene out of Indiana Jones where he takes a sip out of the wrong goblet and ages 500 years in 17 seconds. That's what it is. That's what's happening right now by engaging in this conversation. You can age yourself if you sleep too much. You age yourself by breathing. Simply breathing air makes you older. Don't worry, we'll get to the workshop stuff. Don't worry, we'll get to the workshop shit. I know that's what we're doing today. We're just getting the ball rolling here a bit. That's what we're here for today. You age yourself all the time at the rate of 1 second per second. That is so true. Time is relative. It stops for no man. It is experienced the same thing as all the time. Yeah, it's experienced at the same rate by all things, unless you're by a black hole. You age yourself when time passes by. Also, how are we doing today? Happy Saturday. Hopefully everyone's doing well today. You guys doing alright? Guys doing okay? Happy Saturday. You've made it to the end of the week. Fine, yeah, working away my mod, cool shit. Pretty good. Doing fine, how about you? Thank you for asking. I am doing pretty okay. I'm doing pretty okay. I'm in the doldrums of figuring out visuals for my editing, at least in the introductory phase. It's a pain in the ass. Glad to finally catch a workshop review live. Hope I can get a war paint that I've been wanting to send you for a while. Also, a bit of pocket change to the road trip. Thank you, I appreciate that. You're funding a significant chunk of my trip that's coming later this year, so thank you. I'm very excited to return to Europe again. Very excited to see my bestest of buddy in Hungary, and then we're gonna go to Austria, and then we're gonna go to Germany. Ooh, I'm excited. I get to tick off 2 more countries on the list of places I've been to, and places I want to go to. That I'm looking forward to. It's gonna be a great time. Thoughts on the Warpaint blog post? Are they adding new Warpaints? We don't know. We don't know what Valve is doing. You can pretty much reach out to Valve with almost anything for, say, a community announcement, and they'll basically just do it. It doesn't mean that Valve is going to do something one way or the other. And that was an announcement for a community-run war paint competition, a war paint contest rather. And for those of you that don't know, in the paint, if you go to the news tab on TF2, hold on, I'll pull that up right now so you guys can see it. Scroll back down to it because who cares about competitive events? For those of you that are unaware, go to my desktop here. For those unaware, there is a war paint contest going on right now in the in TF2 Painters Workshop, which is the Discord that I own, but basically am totally hands off with. So they have now increased the prize pool from 40 keys to 500 keys is now the prize pool for this fucking war paint contest. So if you want to get your shot at a chance of a piece of this prize pool, come join this Discord and make some fucking awesome war paints, and you might be the winner. Oh yeah, sorry, we have a latest update. It's now up to 540 key prize pool. So, for those interested, hop in that Discord and get to work making some sick-ass war paints. Prize money awaits for those with the highest amounts of creativity and skill. How much do they pay me? This is the Discord that I operate. This is my Discord. These guys reached out to Valve and asked them to have this on the blog. That's how it works. Happy Saturday, spending the day cleaning house and probably playing TF2 with my brother later. Very nice. Sounds like a relaxed Saturday. Sounds like a relaxed Saturday. Anyway, so how this works, for those of you that don't know, with the workshop review thing, how this works is you join the Discord, linked in the description below. Join that Discord. There's a channel in there just called Links, okay? If you want me to look at a workshop item, post a link in that channel, post one link and one link only. One link and one link only. Otherwise, the message is going to be deleted. One link and one link only. And I will look at the item you post. That's how this works. No, someone else coded this tool for me, and it's a very, very, very kind gentleman coded this for me. And it's super convenient to have, so I don't have to have a million tabs open on my computer, and I don't miss anyone's link. It also acquires them in order, so like people don't. You can no longer complain that I skipped your link. It's very kind of them. So I'll give y'all a minute or two to get the links you want me to see, and I'm gonna go get my fat dachshund. So hold on a second. Barking. Stop barking. Bark too much. You are barking too much, dog. You're fucking fat. Fucking fat, dog. Yeah, you are. You're a little chunky dog. Come on. Wanna say hi? You wanna say hi, dog? Yeah. The other dogs are here. Come here, Adder. Adder. Big fat boy, come on. Come here. Come here, fat boy. Adder. Adder, come here. Adder, come on. There you go. Oh, you fat dog. Yeah, we have twice the amount of dogs in the house right now because we're dog sitting my sister's pets as they go away for their honeymoon. So, hi Brody, I see you too. Hi Brody. This is the big boy. God, you're fucking fat too. We gotta take you on walks more. You're fucking fat. Hi, Brody. Come here, Brody. Come here, Brody. Come here, Brody. No, not you. Pinto, chill. Pinto. God, you fucking spaz. Just scare him off. Hello, Adder. You get plenty of attention already. So much attention. These fucking dogs, I swear. I'm gonna go close my curtains because they will just not stop barking. Rango, that is enough. Okay. Now we're good. Now we can begin. So, if you have your links, we can get going here. If you have your links, we can get going. So, go into the Discord here. Go into the Discord, go to the links channel, get your links ready. I'm going to give y'all a countdown. Okay. And the channel will be opened. Love the doggos cameos. Here's something for the road. Also, definitely try Hungarian traditional food. It's amazing. I had a few traditional Hungarian dishes when I was there last time. It's good shit. Can't wait to have more. So, on the count of 3. Ready? Get your links ready. 1, 2, 3. There it goes. Holy moly, that was lightning fast. Lightning fast. For some reason, the bot is not working. I don't know why. It's not refreshing itself. A little bit annoying. Give me just a second here. Why is the bot not doing its thing? Let me fix this. Fuck. Can you load, please? Come on now. I don't know why it's not behaving. And I don't have time to troubleshoot fixing it on the fly, so we're gonna have to go old school here, and we're gonna have to open links one by one. I don't know why the bot is not working. That being said, that is no big deal. I'll just start firing away here. We'll do it old school style. Alright. I've made too many requests. Steam, fuck off. Come on now. Don't do this to me. We're off to a rockin' start. We're off to a rockin' start here. My god. How do you find these? That's what I would like. How do you fucking find these? Seriously. Like, you don't specifically look for this cosmetic. That's what I want to know. Like, do you just go back to the oldest submissions and then just try to find something? That's what it seems like you're doing. I think I speak for the majority when I say I have never liked a theme. The Emporium has kind of hijacked this entirely, and there's stuff I want added that never makes that quota established by them. No, yeah, that was an extensive problem that was heavily discussed by Blue Pander in a couple of videos where whenever there's a theme established, that immediately eliminates a ton of other items that are not adhering to that theme that Valve will likely more heavily ignore. Simply because what happens is you have a whole bunch of momentum behind this community theme or community update, right? No, the bot didn't work properly. I don't know why. But once you get a whole bunch of momentum behind this theme, what happens is that a whole bunch of content gets made for that theme and then gets shipped as this hypothetical update, and it gets a whole bunch of hype, it gets a whole bunch of attention, so only the items that are themed and associated with that themed community hypothetical update get a whole bunch of traction on the workshop and then get bumped to the front pages. And so what inevitably happens is Eric Smith sees those items and then puts them in the game, whereas all other items and maps and what have you that are not adhering to that theme just get buried. And so you either participate in these community-made events, or you significantly decrease the chances of getting something accepted into the game. Which is, in my opinion, fucking bullshit, because what if you don't like the theme? What if a lot of players don't like the theme? You're just stuck with that. And we have no real way to control it. We have no real say in any of this, because it's just whatever workshop circle sets the theme and gets the biggest amount of attention. Like, who knows what they're doing this year? Like, what's the theme going to be for this year? You know, we had the Tropic Crisis, we had the Offshore. What's it going to be this year? That's my curiosity. Are we finally getting the Starbucks update? Seriously, are we finally getting the Starbucks update? Dude, my Warp Speeps YTP is still on YouTube. It should still be up here on the second channel. Can we just email Valve about this? I mean, yeah, you can email Valve about this. Whether or not they'll listen kind of remains to be seen. And so what's happened over the past couple of years with these themed community updates is about 50 to 60% of the update that we get is overtly themed. And you either like the theme or you don't like half the content that ships with the update, and that's not really fun for a lot of people. And so that ultimately degrades the overall quality and overall enjoyment of the update, where it's like, well, if you don't like sharks and naval mines, then you probably did not enjoy the fucking offshore content we got last year for summer 2025. So who knows what they'll try to push this year? We'll see. Yeah, and summer 2025 was a very good example of that, where you had sharks and naval mines and underwater stuff and a scuba suit for pyro. I think actually that was added in Halloween, but they had just like leftover scraps. That was also something hilarious too, is there were a bunch of leftover scraps from the Offshore update that then got put into the Scream Fortress update, because they were still, like, there on the upper pages of the workshop, I guess. And then Eric saw that and went, yeah, fuck it, put that in the game. So, either way, it's not a good way to handle updates, because I think it not only alienates a lot of creators and a lot of content, it alienates a lot of players. Because, again, you don't like the theme, you're not going to like the content, and that sucks. Having more generally themed updates that are just more kind of generically adherent to TF2's tone, theme, and stylization, in my opinion, is a much better way to handle updates in general. So, what do you think about the idea for Scream Fortress, where we get the Skeleton King's head on your waist, or you wear his crown skull? We already have Skeleton King cosmetics for Demo Man, something to that effect. Yeah. I don't know, we'll see. And also, we also got a lot of, frankly, terrible maps added for summer. Pressure blows. Aquarius fucking blows. Guess what? It's dead. No one plays on it. I have, this is all referencing the data, the video I'm working on, referencing the data from my casual mode dataset. It's one of the least played maps in the game now. It's in the bottom 50. No one touches it. Once the novelty of these maps goes away, they all go to die, and no one touches them. No. Only one map added after 2018 is in the top 25. And that's Pier. Payload Pier is the only map added after 2018 that's in the top 25. Otherwise, everything else added after 2018 is in the much, much lower ranks. No, yeah, and Pier, I think, originally released on the workshop in 2013, I believe. Anyway, let's continue. Team colored. So it seems like we just have one of the concrete walls turned into a skin. Okay. I can somewhat appreciate this. It doesn't look too bad. I like I think you need a little more team color on here. I think it's a little too gray. I think you need a little more color. I think this gray texture part right here, I think this would greatly benefit from having some team color on there. Oh my god, my dogs. What the fuck? Hey, enough! Enough! Apologies for the disruption again. Had to bust out the squirt bottle. Anyway, had to bust out the squirt bottle. The team colored paint is a joke. Check the date. I don't think it's meant to be a joke. It doesn't come off as a joke. Doesn't seem to be a joke at all. I mean, you can usually tell when something is meant to be a joke item, and this does not appear to be a joke item at all. It seems like a well-made paint to me. Anyway, I think it needs a little bit more team color. I think a few more splashes of the red and blue on either the secondary or the tertiary would give a lot of life to this war paint. Otherwise, it's just very, very gray. The texture work is good, but it needs a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Alright, this person's getting very annoying. Go away. Enough with the all caps spam. I'm thinking I'm already in the camp of please God no. You hit a point where it's a little bit too far. You hit a point where it's a little bit too far. You change things a little bit too much. This is just that guy from Toy Story 2. Just no, we don't need fucking a Disney reference in TF2. I'm just gonna skip this one. It's trash, we don't need it. Ancient submission. Ancient submission. Surgical head cover, my lord. This is indeed another episode of Jim or Cole. No, yeah, this is some soulful shit. We get no other images. We just get the one angle. Yeah, Toy Story 2, great movie, but we don't need character from Toy Story inside of Team Fortress 2. No, we don't need that. This is indeed a gem right here. This should be added immediately. This is better than the one we have in the game. Because the one we have in the game is, like, thick. It looks like it's 5 inches thick around the medic's head. It's strange. Oh, but Woody has a bald spot in Toy Story 5. We don't need 5 Toy Story movies. We didn't need 4 Toy Story movies. We didn't need 3 Toy Story movies, but at least 3 was still decent. It could have ended at the 3. No, end it there. 4 blue. 4 was terrible. The 5th one we know is just going to be a massive Hollywood cash grab because they can't think of anything new or original. Anyway, Jim. Plasma pulsars. This is another relatively old cosmetic. So it's just a kind of a grenade reskin? Is it part of a larger set? No, it's not. It's just... Okay. Alright. I mean, sure, fine. Plasma grenades. It's fairly inoffensive. I see nothing wrong with this. Perhaps a suitable loadout filler. Perhaps it's a little bit too futuristic and kind of like, you know, Half-Life-y. So it doesn't fit that well, but it's not the worst I've seen. It's a semi-decent filler. Can you try to reopen the localhost 3 and again the URL bar to see if it fixes it if you still have it running? I do still have it running. Let me do this real quick. Let me see if this behaves. Nope, not working. Unfortunately. Sadly not. I don't know why the bot shit itself. Yeah, and perhaps a little bit too detailed. Like, you probably didn't need the ridges around the body of the grenade or the bottom of the grenade, but it's just okay. And I agree, we have become too complacent with just allowing Half-Life cosmetics into the game just because, you know, they're half decent and also Half-Life. I completely agree. Does this deserve to be in the game? No, I don't think it does. I'm in complete agreement with you. I'm in complete agreement with you. It does not need to be in the game. It's just it's forgettable. Royal Flush version 2. Okay, we have a V2. Is that a custom? Is that gold wear I see? Or is it just like, hold on, let's go over here. Okay, just wears down to the normal base. All right. So at first glance, the suits of the card look a little bit like leopard print, and I kind of like that. It's muted. The contrast is just high enough where it doesn't make it look too noisy. It blends into the background color quite well. Overall color work on this is quite nice. It is quite clean. I would love to see another version of this that has a sticker of a suit. I don't know how many stickers you can actually have per Warpaint. I think you're limited based on the base, and you'd have to have some kind of custom coding to have more than 2, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you could have it be the 4 suits and then like have the rare one be a TF logo. Maybe would be kind of cool. That's just like a little, like, that's for like a separate project, and it's not necessary on this one. It's not necessary on this at all. I just think it'd be a fun thing to experiment with. This is fucking clean. I like this quite a lot. Good color choice. Stripes are a little bit, you know, they've overstayed their welcome, but stripes are kind of a go-to, and I think it's executed fine. And thankfully, you get away with having 2 different patterns where you have effectively a gridded sticker pattern juxtaposed against stripes, but you get away with it because the suits are blended into the background enough where it's not like the contrast isn't too high and it doesn't make it too noisy. I like this. I will say yes, and I will also favorite it. It's good shit. This is not an April Fool's item. My God. This was obviously made for Halloween. This is fucking awful. My God. Remember when this is like, it still kind of is the standard and the expectation. I mean, we got a fucking Optimus Prime head last year, so it really would not surprise me if we get something like this year for Scream Fortress. This is just ugly. There's nothing funny or appealing about this at all. It's just ugly. Spy is just now a borderline photorealistic crab. It sucks. Just, no. Simply inappropriate. Guacho's girdle. Okay, so we just have a holster, it seems like. Holster belt combo here. I can dig it. Ancient item from 2014. I like it because it's a holster specifically for what kind of looks like the vanilla pistol. I think it might be a revolver because it looks like a hammer for a revolver, but I think this could just be like the vanilla pistol. So I appreciate that. I like this. And the whip and the buckle in the pocket. There's some soul to this. I like this. Now this is a good loadout filler. If this were added to TF2. I like this a lot. I'm a fan. I mean, I vote yes and favorite this, but it's a bit ancient. Valve has added ancient cosmetics before. They have dipped deep back into the catalog and have added old items before. This is decent. How do you know you aren't looking over repeats by voting on it? Usually, yeah, I can tell. And also my memory's pretty good. Like, I have seen this garbage before. This is not appropriate in any way, shape, or form. I don't even know why there's an argument could be made to just make Heavy entirely white. I've spoken about this one before on stream. This one is just a crime. The only class in the game that should be white is Medic. Because that's how you visually identify a medic from across the map when he's not healing somebody, is he's white. He's got a big, bright, white lab coat. And so if you give another class a big, bright, white lab coat, uh-oh, we have readability problems from a distance when you're not close enough to see the extra details, or if they're holding a different weapon, or if they're a different shape. Do I ever get deja vu? Every day. Every day I do. Anyways, terrible idea and execution. Vice Vest, made in 2015 and then updated in 2023. Paint region I'm already seeing is pretty big, bordering on too close to being too big. It's not horrible. I like the idea of it just being an open suit. Is this part of a larger set? I think it is. Yeah, it's part of a larger set. You see here. So you have the suit. Is it multiple styles? I assume it's multiple styles. So you have an opened one and a closed one. Both suit styles are quite nice. I like them. Why does he have a fucking vest? This looks lame. Putting a whole bunch of extra straps and such on Spy just looks kind of weird and chunky and bulky. Also, you're gonna get like horrible clipping issues with these holsters on the side. I don't think it's a good idea. Both of the suits are fine. And the pants, honestly, don't look that terrible. Like, very rarely do you see a remodel of pants for Spy that don't make him like overtly chunky and thick and kind of fuck up his silhouette. It's slightly baggier pants, which isn't too bad. You get a little skin on the feet there, too. Just a little bit, a little touch. For those interested in the ankle. I know you're out there. It's not horrible. Pants aren't horrible, like the styles of the jacket. These, I vote yes. And the pants, too, why not? But this, no. The holsters are a little bit too thick. DD the Face Melter. Why is it named this? That's what I want to know. Why is it named DD the Face Melter? Is there a story here? Apparently DD melts your face. I wonder if this is like this guy's dog. What's the video? It's still up. It's still up from 2013. The dog that just kills you. You look at the dog and you die, apparently. I love it. Put this in the game immediately. Fucking ancient 2013 Source Filmmaker short made for this item. Oh my god. The proper execution of the 10th class. The proper execution of the guard dog. See, I like it because it's not like the Spy went, "Aw, what a cute puppy." No, it just fucking kills him. He just fucking dies. I appreciate that more. Strike Out. I know for a fact I've seen another version of this. But I don't recall if it was made for every single model. It may have just been for the Scattergun specifically. I don't think a full Warpaint version of this had been made. I'm not a fan of what you did with the Damascus texture. I think you could have just gone with solid black. You did not need the Damascus texture. I think just having the wood and then the ivory. It's not ivory. The bowling pin color. Or not even, I think that looks pretty good. But you didn't need the Damascus texture. I think just having that be a flat black would be a much better thing. It's not horrible with the Damascus texture. It's not horrible with it, but I think it's just a little bit too much detail. And you don't need it. Other than that, this is pretty fucking clean. I'm assuming it's team colored because I see red stripes and blue stripes. There we go. So yeah, it's team colored, red and blue stripes. Very nice. I like it. I'm a fan of it. Like, I know what they're going for is like the bowling ball, like kind of like the marble texture that some fancy bowling balls have. I get that. But, I still think solid black would be better. Solid black, and even dare I say, you might even be able to get away with it, because some very old war paints do this. Some old war paints do this, where they have, like, a rare element on the pattern, where it's like, oh, here are the 3 holes of the bowling ball that could randomly appear on the skin in some spot. Like the nipple on Sax Waxed. So, no, I know the deja vu joke is because you did this 2 streams in a row. I know, I'm feeling it. I'm picking up what you're putting down here. Or, solid black is the gutter. Not a bad idea. Also not a bad idea. Could be the gutters, but I think it's meant to be like the marbled texture on a bowling ball. Like, professional bowling balls. I like bowling. And so you get many of like these kind of marbleized textures on a lot of bowling balls, you know? So this is probably what they were going for. Let's go with the professional black bowling ball. Yeah, there we go. So this kind of pearlescent swirl in the middle is what I was thinking of. So, Anyway, I like this one. It's good. It's clean. I'm a fan of it. Looks good on most weapon models. Good shit. Nicely done. There we go. That's better. Remember when this was the standard for humor? Remember when this was the standard for humor? This is what really got us going back in 2011, 2012. This was the standard for humor, was the troll face. And all of the other meme faces before they got replaced by Jax. Before they got replaced by Jackson, now everyone uses Jax now. They use the Jack faces. Soy Jackson, the Whoa Jax. This was the shit before it. This was the predecessor. And this was the standard. Surely a mod for this exists on Game Banana. The Rage comics. Oh my god, I can't believe we found that shit funny. Oh, vivid memories of when I was in high school looking at these things with my classmates in, I think it was history class, when we were just fucking off because the teacher wasn't there, and we were just laughing, we were cackling like witches over these stupid comics on iFunny. Oh my god. Every now and again, you get a flashback from childhood, and you think about it and wonder, how the fuck did I make it this far? How did I make it this far? If that's what I was laughing at when I was younger. What happened? I developed somehow. I've survived somehow. Like, the natural selection has not culled me from the gene pool. I'm still here somehow, despite having laughed at those things when I was younger. I'm still here. This is soulful, however, I will say. Totally true. Horseman's horse rider, so they gave him the boots, basically. The idea is to give him the boots to go with the horseless, headless horseman head. Sure, these are also ancient. If these were added, I mean, sure. And if these were added and then kept as a Halloween restricted item to go with the horseless, headless horseman's head, sure, that's fine. It's the boots and gloves. They did that, sure, why not? I don't see it being a problem if it was a Halloween item. I think it's fine. Just to give the full set, and you have the head taker axe for the Halloween costume. I think it's fine. Why not? Why not? I think I've seen this before. Yeah, I've seen this set before. I've seen it many times at this point. It's not bad. It's not bad. Vampire Hunter, or I think Dr. Frankenstein? Dr. Frankenstein. It's a Dr. Frankenstein set for Medic. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, the wall of notes from the creator. For those who want to like go back and pause and read it. So, it's not bad. It's decent. Small paint region. Level of detail, decent, not too extreme. Yeah, it's not bad. I wouldn't mind seeing something like that added to the game. It's okay. I'll like it, just so I know I've seen it before. I have also seen this one. I'm pretty sure I've seen this one, or I've seen an item very, very similar to this, where they give Engineer a vest and a tie. It almost works. It's like 99% of the way there. It's 99% of the way there. My only gripe with this is that because they had to model over the Engineer's torso, it looks a little wonky. You see that? You get like little weird distortions around his midsection and shoulders that look a little bit strange. And it kind of twists and contorts and makes him look a little bit chunky. It's the only thing I don't like about it. Other than that, I think it's fine. Other than that, I think it's fine. If this was put in the game, I would not be offended at all. Honestly, yeah, if you just removed the suspenders for his pants, I think that would be okay. Also, there's no paint region. Or so, rather, the tie is paintable, but that's it, so I think that's fine. If it's just the tie, then that's fine. Paintable tie is fine. Yeah, it's decent. It's good. The color is the same as his pants below. This is not bad at all. Not bad. I will like this one. Sandy Bay is... Have I seen this one? Let's see. I don't think I have. Maybe I have. Hard to know. Not bad. Love the brown. Love the brown. Like how you use the sand and made it gold in color, and it has a little bit of a shine to it, so it's not just like another shade of tan. So it's like you have wood with gold. Looks pretty good. It is subtle. It is similar to Gobi Glaze, but it's not too bad at all. The wood texture, let me go like to your texture work here. Steam, please. It's a shame it's a GIF, so I don't get the high resolution snapshots of what your textures look like. Your sand textures are good. This wood texture is good. The kind of distorted driftwood look you're going for here, I don't know if you need that. I think you could have just used the same clean wood twice, and it would have been okay. I think you could have gotten away with it. I don't think you need this one either, because you have effectively 3 different patterns here. This one doesn't really count. So it's a tiny bit busy. But with this pattern, which kind of resembles like desert sandy camo with the normal planks of wood, that looks quite good. This texture here, I really don't think... that honestly could just be flat brown. That could be flat brown and just leave it at that, and that would clean this up a little bit. So it's a bit more sleek, and so you just get the wood and the sand that really take the forefront and what the eyes want to look at. I think that might be a little bit of a better execution. Other than that, it's pretty good. It's a decent skin. The fuck is this? So it's an item set with the video not available. I've seen this before. Isn't this in game? Where we have something very similar to this in game. I've seen this all before. It's a very over-baked heavy set where congratulations, you've effectively tried to make a different character in TF2. Too detailed, colors are off. This looks like a Game Banana mod. It looks like a Game Banana mod. Doesn't really belong in the game at all. It's very, very Fortnite. There we go. There's our first Fortnite of the stream. It's a little Fortnite-y. A little too cartoony, a little too flanderized and goofy. Overwatch skin, a little bit, yeah. Not a fan of it. I mean, yes. Duh. Like, do you even need to propose a workshop item for Valve to do this? No, it's just putting the code in the game so we can have Stranges. They're just different instances of the item. Like, yeah, I would love to have strange versions of all the weapons we don't have Stranges for. Obviously, a strange Dragon's Fury I would sell my left nut for. I'm not using it anyway. I'll take a strange Dragon's Fury. I'll take a strange second banana. Maybe not this one. There's no strange Eureka effect, at least not to my knowledge. I too only use my right nut. It's true. No, yeah, I would love a strange Dragon's Fury. I mean, obviously, yes. Having all of these stranges in the game makes sense. Having a strange version of all functionally unique weapons would just be nice. Like the Tide Turner and the Dragon's Fury and the Hot Hand and all these other ones we don't have. That'd be good. Like, do we need stranges of all the other promo items that are reskins? Technically, no. Would they be nice to have? Absolutely. If I could have a strange big kill, fuck yeah, dude. That would be awesome. Strange Iron Curtain? I'd sell my right nut for a strange Iron Curtain. Well, we have strange Invis watches, but not like a strange, what's the duck one? Strange duck one. Something like that. Yeah, strange Nostromo Napalmer. Yeah, that'd be nice to have. And also this one freaked out. Let me refresh it. Fucking ancient. Another ancient submission. It's just a monkey holding a knife. You know what's funny? If this had been made in 2021, this would have likely been put into the game. If this was made in the 2019 to 2021 era, this would have likely been selected and put in the game as an official piece of content. It would have been added and the tail would have had jiggle bones. Would have been added and the tail would have had jiggle bones. 100%. All right, we need some more links here. Load me up with more links here. Fuck you, Steam. I'm not sending too many requests. Basic beanie. Yes, that is a fairly basic beanie. Sure. It's a little... You can tell they just kind of stretched it to fit over the other mercenaries' heads, and they didn't really shape it properly, so the lines don't get weirdly distorted. It only looks good on a couple of classes. Soldier's fine, Pyro's fine, Medic's fine, Engie's fine. It looks weirdly distorted over the other mercs' heads. Demo's, I guess, okay. So, with a little bit more polish, this would have been fine. But, do we need another beanie? I mean, we don't have just a normal beanie. Like a normal all-class beanie that doesn't have, like, a gimmick attached to it. That isn't a goofy animal, or the spy crab, or has a teleporter on top of it. Something like the Screaming... Is it the Screaming Eagle? What's the name of the beanie for Soldier that we got in End of the Line? It's not the Screaming Eagle, is it? If you know what I'm talking about, that beanie... Condor cap, that's it. The Condor cap for Soldier. If we had something like that that was all-class... Perfect. That would be like a totally acceptable addition into the game, and we really don't have something like that. We have plenty of other beanies that are tacky and silly, but not just a normal basic beanie. So there's definitely room for something like that in TF2. So if someone wants to jump on that and make a little bit more of a polished one, then doors open. The Tundra Top is not a normal beanie. The Tundra Top is like, it's got the goggles, it's got like the big goofy whoop, you know, where fucking stoners. Hold on, I have a beanie. One sec. Only stoners do this shit, by the way. Only stoners and people that are starved for attention do this. Hold on, where's my giant fucking beanie? Here we go. Here, this is what I'm talking about, okay? So, only stoners and only people that are starved for attention do this, okay? Because you know what normal people do when they wear a beanie? Normal people, they wear a beanie like this, okay? They roll up the fucking edges and they put it on their goddamn head, all right? Put it on their fucking noggin and they bring it down. They give a little bit of space so they have like the warm insulated air around their fucking head, but they wear a beanie like this. When you're starved for attention, when you desperately need people to look at you, when you are so desperate for eyeballs on you, or you're a stoner, you wear a beanie like this. I consider this a mental illness. If I see someone doing this in public, I want to bully you. But because I'm a decent human being in society, I will not do that. There's something wrong with you if you do this. This is a mental illness. Wear hats normally, please. That's what the fucking Tundra whatever is. That's what the Tundra is. It's the attention hat. Nice Sam Hyde cosplay. Oh my god. Definitely have seen this one before. It's you need to give us some fucking in-game screenshots and not just against one of the textures you already have, because I want to see how intense the black is in the game to see if it just looks like an untextured weapon model from a distance. Sorry. We're back. Anyway, I fear the black is a little bit too dark. I think the pattern is good, though I think the details get a little bit small. It would probably be worthwhile to scale this up a little bit, and the black is probably a little bit too saturated. Gold and black, you can't really go wrong. It's a good color combination. Yeah, but like in-game previews would really help out seeing what this would look like outside of these very idealized screenshots. It doesn't look bad, but I want to see what it looks like in-game before I pass like final judgment. I'll say ask me again later. This is from last year, by the way. This is from 2025. Okay. It looks like they just like peeled his forehead and then stretched it out over his fucking nose and then stuck a couple of olives on his eyes. This is terrifying. It's like they inverted his model on his face and then stretched out one polygon to encompass everything. What the fuck is this, dude? What do the comments say? This is epic. This person's on my friends list, apparently. Oh my god. This would be... This is better than most Halloween cosmetics we have in the game. Like, if they just shipped this, the fog is coming. This is the fucking fog is coming. Someone do that. Please, someone do that. Someone do that and make a fucking the fog is coming Halloween cosmetic. That's all class, and every class is just the fog is coming meme. Do that. I'll upvote it immediately. And I'll endorse it. Fucking horrifying. This is one I've seen before. This is Fish's skin, I believe. Yeah, this is one of Fish's skins. I've seen this one on stream before. Same critiques apply in that I think this texture is a little busy. Overall, it's just okay. The wood and black and gold. Again, black and gold is a killer combination. But I think having the marble texture and this texture is just a little bit too busy. Yeah, I'll move on because I've seen this one on stream before. I believe I've not seen this one. Okay, this is clean as fuck. All right. Very clean. Like the green. Green is very hard to get right in Team Fortress 2. You have to really, really mute it. It does if the saturation gets to be a little bit too strong, then it just sticks out like a sore thumb and is ugly. But here you have this nice kind of pine, darker grass green, and it's really nicely balanced with the grays, and the tan wood is like the accent piece here. I really like this. It's a really good color composition. I like that it's just the Manco sticker. It's very fucking clean. And it looks pretty good in game. Here you go. See, this is what I'm talking about. Give us some previews like this, man. This is what we need to see. This is pretty nice. Imagine being able to judge Fish's war paint on looks and not because you disagree with him on certain things. Don't know why he couldn't return that courtesy himself, but oh well. They don't think how it'd be like it is, but it do. That's all I can say to that, is they don't think how it'd be like it is, but it do. Looks like a PNG with a background in fake shadow. I don't think, no, this is just how they have their game rendered. Maybe their settings aren't the best. This is pretty clean. I like, it's kind of small. It's a little itty bitty sticker. Maybe you can make it bigger. I think you have certain limitations. But it's not bad. You know what I would want to see though? I want to see another version of this that does use red and blue. Like, you can have two versions of this. You can have two versions of this war paint. One where it's the green. I like the green. Don't get me wrong. I do like the green. But then I think you could do a team version with red and blue. Like, and I mean, that's the inspiration right there, right? Other weapons like this that have like the green and the wood mixed in. You kind of made it look like the direct hit, where you kind of pulled this more teal green that leads a little bit more into blue. So it might lean a little bit too far into blue. I think that might be something that I could critique on this. The green is a little close to blue. Bring it a little bit closer to yellow, so it's like actually a deeper pine green and not something that's kind of closer to teal. It's the only thing I think could be adjusted on this one. Other than that, this is really good. I like this one quite a lot, actually. I would not mind seeing this one in-game as is. 99% of the way there. It's milk, guys. It's milk. Don't worry, guys. It's milk. Have no fear. Just trust, all right? Put some blind faith into this man. He knows what he's talking about. It's just milk. It's milk, okay? Honestly, add it. Put it in the game right now. MLP fans rejoice. This is what your jars look like after a few years. It's what your jars look like after a few years. Do I even look at the video? I like how the fucking justification is, yeah, Scout likes horses. Yeah, Scout likes horses, right. We're just gonna move on from that one. Rustic Rummy. I like the hat. It's a little Half-Life-y though. It's a little Half-Life-y. I feel like the texture work is a little bit overdone, if that makes sense. It feels like this is an asset taken from a Half-Life game. You see what I mean? It looks like this is taken and this is TF2 and then this is something pulled out of Gary's mod. You feel me? You feel me? I feel like if they simplified the texture work on here, the modeling work is fine. The modeling work is fine, but the texture work definitely makes it look like it's from a different game, like a different Valve game. It's almost there. And yeah, the way the beard looks, it looks like it's kind of strangely stapled on. You don't really blend it into his jawline that well. So definitely needs a little bit more work there. I like the concept. The concept is good. Stick with it. I think the modeling on the hat is fine. I like the logo too. I think the logo can definitely stay. But I would go back and look at how some other older hats, not like ancient hats back from like 2009, but like 2012, 2014 era hats, look at how those are textured, and then go back, because like things like this kind of photorealistic stitching and like the little rivets here in the side, they're not really necessary, and it gets blurred and it looks fuzzy, right? It looks blurred and fuzzy, and you lose that painterly look that all of TF2 has, right? That's why it sticks out a little bit. Keep the logo. Revisit the modeling on this, because you can tell they just kind of put it over the top of Demoman's existing face. You gotta blend it in a little bit. It looks like a cap, like a heel cap or something. So definitely needs more work. I like it so far. You gotta freshen it up a little bit. It's getting there. Definitely good so far, but keep it going. What is this? I know for a fact I've seen this before. Like, this is just a brutally overtuned, overdone set for Demoman. It's like Escape from New York type shit. Yeah, it looks like he's the Half-Life 2 Lost Coast demo a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. This is some Escape from New York shit. It's a bit much, I think. This coat on its own, right? Because this is just the coat. Where it's just the sleeves, the pockets really aren't necessary. I mean, it goes with this, fine. But this shirt on its own, it's okay. But then these strange bracers, like these armor bracers and gloves, just send it really far over the edge. And the vest, too. Like, all of it together is way too much. If it was just the shirt, fine. But all of that is just, it's way too much. It's just too much. And 6 fucking people worked on this? God damn. Yeah, and the hat, it's not really a good demo look. I like, if it was just give Demo another mustache, man. Give Demo a nice, curly, thick mustache. Yeah, it's weak, but the shirt's the best part. Medic is a cowboy now. Medic's a cowboy, because fuck it. Everyone's a cowboy now. NG was the first cowboy, then Scout can be a cowboy, and then Heavy can be a cowboy. Fuck it, Medic can be a cowboy too. Why not? Just have fucking German cowboys. Everyone's a fucking cowboy now. Why not? No. Stop it. We don't need fucking cowboys. Not everyone's a fucking cowboy. Keep the Western themed shit just for NG. Pyro's a cowboy too, because he got a cowboy hat as well. But like, and not justifying it, but at least Pyro is kind of a blank slate, so it's not as bad as like fucking Scout's a cowboy now. You know what I mean? It's just no. I like the idea of introducing a new unique weapon that's at least refreshing, where they made a fucking revolver but with needles. That could be fun, sure. Some creativity went into this one. I can tip my hat to that. So I can appreciate this. But we don't. Medic does not need to be a fucking cowboy. He does not. He's got the. No, it's just not okay. No. No cowboy medic, please. Listen, yes, there were Germans in the South. Texas has a very large German population, but they didn't look like this. They didn't look like this. They looked like engineer. They looked like proper fucking Texans. It wasn't just medic cosplaying as a cowboy. And the giant emblem on the hat is just goofy. Yeah, I'm thinking a big, fat, hard no thanks on medic cowboy. Oh, God. We have a whole fucking set here? Oh, Jesus, how many are there? Is it just 3? It's just 3. Okay, I can quickly go through just 3. All right, Blazing War, what do we got here? So it looks like on higher wear, it goes down to look like it's been scorched and burned a little bit. Okay, I see what they did. It's based on the Tough Break update page, the burned stamps and burned postcards. I can appreciate that. It doesn't look too bad, actually. I see what they did here. So when it wears down further, you get the charred bits. It's honestly probably one of the better executions of what Coffin Nail achieved in 2015 with the burnt edges. I've seen a lot of different attempts at this, like with cigar-themed war paints or other like Pyroland themed war paints, and then Mechanized Monster also does the same thing. This is definitely up there, if not the best execution of getting like that burned look onto the weapon model. I like that quite a bit. The clean factory new version on its own is very, 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 very simple and quite nice. And then the added wear bits, see, like that's not too bad at all. It's not the worst. I like it. I think this is pretty well done, I have to say. I do like this. I do like this a lot, actually. I vote yes and favorite for this one. It's quite good. All right, let's go to the next one. I think these are all Tough Break themed, which is cool. Well-deserved break. Okay, so we have a nice floral pattern. All right. I can see this. I can fuck with this. This is also pretty nice. This is really good. These are really good color choices. The pattern is simple. See, this is like Fantac makes really good war paints all the time. This is a great one by Fantac. Again, when you have these thinner details, like say like filigree or plants, you know, here you have like some vines and stems, you can't have the pattern scaled down too much. Otherwise, it gets really, really noisy. Here, he scaled it up enough where it's covering larger areas of the weapon model. So you can still see what it is without it getting too compressed and too noisy. And that execution, very well done. Very well done, sir. So we have variant 1. Is there 2 variants? Oh, that's the third one, I'm assuming, in the collection is what you got here. What's the inspiration on this one? Oh, it's the stamps! Okay, so okay, here we go. These are the stamps. Here you have like the filigree around the stamps. That's cool. Okay, then you have the V2. Hold on, let's look at the V2. Undeserved break has the barbed wire and the thorny vines. Okay, I see what you did here. All right, sir. I like this one. I like the other one more because, like, all right, because even though having strictly red and blue, I'm not saying this looks bad, by the way, but like having the previous one with the different team colors, right, where you have the more goldish yellow and the washed out blue, that's refreshing to see, and not just another red and blue. But this red and blue shade here also looks fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Love the barbed wire texture a lot. It's nice too because it's not like here's just fucking barbed wire. You know, it's the negative space that like kind of makes the barbed wire pop out from just like flat white. Like that a lot. And it's not just like it's reminiscent of Frost Ornamented, that really from the shitty Christmas collection. That was like one of the only few decent skins in that set. It vaguely reminds me of that one, but that one had too much space allocated to the pattern. Here, it's skinny enough where you just get little pieces of it around the weapon model. And that looks a lot nicer. I'm really liking the shades of red in here. The blue's almost gray. That could be my monitor screwing with me. Here we go. This in-game screenshot kind of accentuates the blue a little bit more. These are good, man. These are really good. I like all of these. Very, very nice work on this set. I'm gonna go to like all three, and I'm gonna fucking upvote all of these, and I'll favor these. These are crisp, dude. These are crisp. I'll do my best to make a summer wish list video. The fog is coming. Here it is, guys. It's the fucking fog. I like the fucking cigarette clipping through. It's just stuck in the fucking mask. Here we go. If this shit's paintable, I'm gonna scream. It doesn't seem like it is. If possible, I'd like the cigar to be removed. Okay. He acknowledges that it looks a little strange with the cigarette just popping out of his mouth. I guess you can't remove that, can you? Can you? Anyone experienced with making items here? Can you remove Spy cigarette if you make something? You cannot? It seems like you can't. It's not a body group? Okay, so that's confirmation that you obviously cannot remove the fucking cigarette. Interesting. Honestly, it's not something I've really paid that close attention to before. I guess any head cosmetic for the spy, in some capacity, has to keep the cigarette. And no, this isn't bad. It's not bad. Could it be a little bit better? Yeah, maybe. It looks a little flat. And the second style has camo, which is pretty subdued. It's not offensive. I think it's just okay. I think it's just okay. I'm not offended by this. But also, like, hiding Spy's mouth kind of just makes him look like a little generic mercenary. Like, you kind of have to see Spy's mouth a little bit. It's just fine. I'll say yes. I'm not that offended by it. I'm assuming this is a take at a spell, if Valve were to ever add spells back again. Ah, rocket jump particle trails. Okay. I'm very inexperienced with what Call of Duty has been doing. All right? I'm very inexperienced with what Call of Duty has been doing, and I was enlightened yesterday about the shit they sell you in Call of Duty. I had no idea it was this bad. All right? And this particle trail reminded me of the conversation I was having yesterday about what they've been adding into this game. Like, you buy bullet tracers, you buy, like, so much shit, like trails and particle effects and the things that go beyond what TF2 does to like such an offensive degree that I'm amazed that people shill out the money for this shit. It's fucking bonkers. And they have the audacity to charge $20 or more for these things at an individual level, which is crazy to me. So, as for spells, do we need more? Probably not. Would I want to see a spell like this in the game? Probably not. It just adds more visual noise and it just leaves more junk in the air that your brain has to keep track of, and it really tears down on the readability of the game. Honestly, for the sake of keeping the game running and having a purple trail too, it's a lot, man. We don't need more spells. I'm sorry. I'm in the camp we don't need more spells. I'm in the camp that I'm glad they're not doing these anymore. Yeah. Probably learned they could sell those from Gmod servers doing it. No, I mean, yeah, Fig, absolutely. Where TF2 servers have been doing donator perk stuff for many years, and also for Gmod servers. Like, you pay a donation, and then you get a custom particle trail that follows you around. Why not just... What the fuck is the recommendations on that video? Why not just sell particle trails when servers were doing it for free? You feel me? You said people playing Call of Duty 4 back in 2007 that the series would have what it is now, you'd be called insane. Oh, now, and yes, and now you're called insane if you protest what they put into Call of Duty. It's swung so far in the opposite direction. It's kind of fucking crazy. Dapper Desperado. Okay, what do we got here? Interesting promos. I can dig it. I like it. It's clean. Like the color choices. Texture work is pretty solid. My only gripe is that I want to see team-colored version of this. I want to see a team-colored version of this. I think you could absolutely do a red variant. Because this leans, like, all of these are fine. These are all neutral. But then this texture leans like a bit further into blue with the shade that you chose. It's almost just pure silver, but it has a blue tinge to it. I can't move my fucking chair. I would like to see a red version of this too, because this is like immaculate on its own. Don't change anything about this. Keep this completely. Also, I see the little sneaky TF logo you got in there. I like that. Sneaky little TF logo. Get us a red version of this, where it's not red, but brown. Like a lighter, leathery brown to go like against like the silver sleek suit. Because you get like a nice brownish red suit against like another gray suit. Or like, yeah, brownish bronze, somewhere in the browns territory with like just a tinge of red to it. Where it's not just like, this is a red suit. You know, like, you know, get some more, you know, have it lean super close on the edge of neutral territory where you do here, but it's just a tinge of red. Like you have just a tinge of blue in this. You feel me? Yeah, and I agree. Too many war paints are just random flashy colors. Stuff like this are the war paints that I would pay for as well. Absolutely. We need more war paints like this. I like the stitching. The stitching embroidered sticker, I dig it. It makes it look a little bit fuzzy on the sticker. Like, I get what you're going for here. The problem is the details are so small that it just looks a little bit pixelated on the weapon model. Let me see if we can get like an inspect of it. Yeah, it just doesn't translate that well. I feel like you could get away with it just being solid lines and have it just being like, say, embossed or printed on there and not stitched in. Just so it looks a little bit cleaner. It's the only gripe I have with this. Everything else about the war paint is fine. Everything else about the war paint is fine. I think if you treated that as engravings instead of stitching, yes, engravings instead of stitching, I think that would look a little bit better. I commend the effort. I really do. I commend the effort on this. It falls just a little bit short because the details of the stitching make it a little bit noisy. Just a smidge noisy. But it's really good. Even as is. If they added this to the game as is, I'd be okay with it. But it's like 95% of the way there. You can get it to 100%. It's almost perfect. Almost perfect. It's so close. Have seen this before. Slick war paint, where it just takes the colors from the upper hand and then simply translates them onto weapon models. It's clean. Simple, clean war paint. I'd like to see this in game. I see absolutely nothing wrong with this. Simple. You could just have this as like a Merc grade filler. What else needs to be said? This one's good. Seen it before. We'll move on. I'll favorite it this time. It's just good. Have seen this as well. There's like 5 or 6 different taxi themed skins on the workshop right now. This one is not a war paint. This one is just a unique Medigun skin. And I will take other people's advice and I'll say, hey, I like the 440 on there. They have the game's ID on there, 440. So I'll take other people's advice and I'll say, hey, instead of saying Valve will never add these, Valve, we demand you add these. Because these are fucking cool, and if you're gonna keep dumping more stuff into this game, at least make it the cool shit, instead of the lame generic crap. We'd love to see more stuff like this, man. This is fucking slick. This is what we want. It can't be that fucking hard to put something like this into a fucking skin case, man. And there are so many unique UV mapped skins that we could get, that could easily be put together into a collection. I agree. War paints should have never been added. I completely agree. If they were gonna do skins, they should have just stuck with decorated weapons. Just decorated weapons, and they should have just stuck with that because that allows for a lot more detail. You get more control on where the colors go, so they don't look so fucking terrible. But when they transitioned over the war paints, they wanted a simpler, modular system. I'd assume that's why they did it, so they can pluck things off the workshop more easily. So, the 440, each game on Steam has an ID number. TF2's is 440. handcrafted. I feel like I've seen this before. Another one I've seen before. It's a cool war paint where it has a gradient, so you have like randomized colors on this, and they're all solid. So you get like nice variety. Excuse me. Good variety on this, and none of the color choices are too fucking insane. Like all of these play in neutral territories, and so you can get like a really cool swath of color combinations. This one has a custom shine here now with the update. Oh, hey, very cool. So he updated this with a custom sheen so that it's shiny now, which is pretty fucking cool. This is also really slick. Like if you're gonna add war paints that have gradients on them, that have, you know, like a lot of seed variety, this is one that should be considered because you just get a ton of different options here. This is sick. I like this. I'm gonna actually favorite this one now. Yes. Moving on. Don't we have this? No, we don't. It's a biker helmet for demo. Why? Why is Demo Man a biker now? It's these. I need to enhance my vocabulary to better describe these overly modeled, overly textured, overly detailed item sets that just make the mercs look like a completely different character and something that just does not belong in Team Fortress 2. It's overbaked is something I often use to refer to item sets like this. It's just overbaked. Overwatch, I guess. I'm not a fan of item sets that do this, and the paint just takes it way too fucking far, man. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the set at all. The hat is fine, but everything else about this just takes it a little bit too far. Yeah, the detailing on the leather is way too much. It takes it too far outside of TF2's style. You have to remember, TF2 is an old game. You're making items for an old game. The game is going to look old. And so when you make an item that's like modernized up to like modern standards and what it should look like in a modern game, it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. It's not gonna look that good. You have to pay attention to the game you're making items for. You have to make it simple because TF2 is an inherently visually simple game. Overproduced, overtuned, I don't fucking know. It's just too much. It's just too much. Red Dead Redemption. I've seen this set before. If you're making references, right? Make the items still look like they're going to be worn by the mercenaries. This succeeds in that. The shirt, it's fine. The hat, it's okay. It's not bad. It doesn't look bad. If you're going to make a nod or a reference, make it look like a TF2 item first and then worry about how closely it adheres to making that reference. You feel me? This is fine. I see no issues with the shirt. Shirt's good. Hat's okay. Paint hat or paint hair. Yeah, it's fine. It looks good, but I feel like Engineer has enough cowboy hats. I don't think Engineer can have enough cowboy hats. I think it's okay. Just like Soldier can't have enough helmets. It's okay to play into their character a bit. I really don't see a problem with it. I'd rather have 50 different cowboy hats than another Transformers robot head. You feel me? I'd rather have too many cowboy hats than getting Bumblebee next year. Because we got Optimus Prime. We're going to get discount Kmart Bumblebee next year. I'd rather have another cowboy hat. I think it's okay. That's just me. That's just me. Fuck it. We need more hard hats. More hard hats for Engie, dude. Get some more cool hard hat cosmetics in there. We have like, what, 2, 3? The Mining Light, a more recent edition with the visor on it. Like, we need more hard hat shit. Come on now. Hard hats do indeed go hard. Casino King, where's your stuff on here? It's gone. Oh, it's a set. All right. Oh, this is stuff from Tropic Crisis. Okay. I feel like I've seen this before. I'm pretty sure I have. I like the hat. The hat is slick. Pretty clean. See no issues with it. The vest, however, I'm not a fan of the sleeves. Really not a fan of the sleeves. I think stripping away team color on the outer portion of the player model kind of fucks with readability a little bit, because where Spy's arms kind of normally are, they kind of they obscure the rest of his torso. And so if you see just like more white than red, it just doesn't look that good. And it's gonna kind of fuck with readability a little bit. Just my opinion. Spy kind of needs to have his sleeves colored the same color as his legs, otherwise it's gonna be funky. I like everything else about this though. Like if this was just a full suit and not a vest with an open shirt, or sorry, a vest with a shirt, I think it'd be fine. With the tie square and everything else, the buttons all look good, but the sleeve modeling, you know, because they have to model over the existing geometry, kind of looks weird. Makes his arms look puffy. So, if this had just been another full suit, I think it'd be fine. Error. Sexy. Sexy, guys. Yes. Oh, sexy engineer with his big gaping eyes staring at me. Oh my god, I need this hunky Texas man to look at me like this. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's so cute. Horrifying. Jesus Christ. Truly horrifying. Give me some more links. Moving on. Fucking goddamn it. Like, it was made for understanding TF2's players' opinions on meme hats. I think by this point in time they knew. They knew what they were doing. Finally, an unusual effect. Something. Alright, unusual effect. Dust Bowl Dawn. Made last year. Very Morning Glory. It's kind of like Morning Glory, so you have the rising sun, just without the larger sun. It's okay. I think... it's kind of... let me think. Yeah, it's like Morning Glory 2.0 is what this is. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's okay. We have so many unusual effects in the game so far that having something that looks similar to an old school but decent effect is okay. I'm not pissed off about that. It's just I'm not huge on... Like, I like everything behind it. I like the glow, I like the beams behind it, but when the clouds come in... It's just a static image, like how they used to do Cloudy Moon and Harvest Moon and what have you. But the difference between the moons and this is that the static image had the more dynamic glow and fog surrounding it. So you got more of that than the static image. Here it kind of feels a little bit like a floating stencil. So I don't know how you can set the clouds to the background and bring the glows more to the foreground. I know that kind of defeats the purpose of having like glow behind clouds, but just some way to not make it look so stencily and harsh. It's hard to get the right words. You guys, I hope you see what you see what I mean? Maybe a little bit. It being so opaque is so obnoxious. I don't think. Let me think. What could you do? I think instead of having what looks to be like a larger image of clouds with a mask cutting out the edges, right? Because that's why it looks weird to me, is it looks like a cropped photograph. Make actual clouds, individual clouds, and have them move around a little bit. I know it's more work, but if you want this to look good, I'm trying to think of an example that kind of does this better. Mountain Halo has its individual clouds that kind of move, and if they're small, I think that would be just enough detail, maybe? Yeah, and it's blurry too, because again, it's like it looks like a static image they put an opacity mask over. So, I think it needs a little bit more work. I think it's fine to have another effect that looks like Morning Glory. I don't take issue with that at all. I just think it needs some additional adjustments. Ask me again later. Tarantino cosmetic. Tarantino tiny little piggies. That's what they should have called it. Tarantino Tootsies. That's what they should call this. The Tarantino Tootsies. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I don't think we need a barefoot cosmetic. We can just move on. We see... Which one of you did it? Which one of you is the foot guy? I think it's the furry. I bet you it's the furry. Which one of these did it? I bet you it was the fucking furry pushing for this. 100%. Who's the most guilty of having the fetish in the group? Probably this guy. Probably this guy. That's my bet. Dust Bowl Fox, I'm assuming, is what that was meant to be. Okay. So, clearly someone's first war paint looks like, yep, first war paint. Cool. Can appreciate it. Thank you for your efforts. Thank you for your submissions. We like to see it. Good color choices so far. That's what you got on here so far. You got good color. You got green and tan and brown. You can't go wrong with that. So, recommendations for the color. I would soften the saturation a little bit on the green. The green's almost there. Green's almost there. Soften the saturation on that just a smidge. And then on the brown, take that saturation down pretty heavily. It's a little bit too deep of a brown, a little bit too strong of a brown. Desaturate that a little bit. Not to the point where it's gray, but just, hammer that down a little bit. And so... like that you kind of go for it's almost like a jungle camo is what you did here. It's not quite Dust Bowl-y. It's more like a jungle camo, and that's totally fine because you got like vines. It kind of looks like a giraffe, which is kind of cool actually. Maybe you could actually, what you should do, my friend, because you're already like most of the way there with making kind of a giraffe camo skin. Just complete this into a giraffe camo skin. Like pull up a reference of like a giraffe hide. Like, pull up a reference of a giraffe hide so you can get the shapes that you're looking for, right? Just so you can get the shapes a little bit more honed in, right? Because yours are a little bit too jagged. These are a bit jagged. You can see how like these sharp points and sharp corners. You really want to round those out a lot more. You don't want these sharp inlets here because that just creates weird noise and kind of funkiness. But these kind of smoother sweeping curves, that looks a lot better for this kind of, I know I'm kind of forcing it in this direction, forcing it in the direction of an animal hide, but I think this is already so close to one, you can just kind of lean into it a bit more. Get more of like these more, and on a giraffe hide, they're very, very polygonal, very square, It's like you have 4 to 5 sided shapes mostly, and then you could just smooth out the corners and then, shrink one side so it's kind of like an oblate or a lopsided trapezoid, I think if you kind of hone in on shapes like these, your camo is going to look a lot better. And right now you have like a mix of long ones and short ones. You want to have them be a little bit more uniform and not so random in terms of the length and width. You want to keep the X's and Y's not too extreme. Keep them a bit more similar to each other. As for the green stripes, I think you can actually keep those in. You have most of them going unidirectional with some slight random variation to it. You can keep that in. It almost kind of looks like cactus. But I think you can keep it in. I would make those a bit less rounded, have it then be a bit sharper, and maybe, you can keep the curves a little bit. I think that's fine. As for the black, he had the black one thrown in there to round it out, and that's fine. But if you're going to have a camo texture, keep a simple one on there. But you want to get in the more of the painterly styled flat black. Hold on, let me pull that up. Where's my GCF scape here? Hold on, let me go to here. Hello? There we go. Okay, that behaved properly. All right. So go to the textures directory and then go to materials and then go to patterns, and then you have your solids here. So if we go to, say, solid charcoal, I think is a good one to look at. Let me zoom out. It's kind of flat. Where's the one I'm thinking of? I think they had... What would their black look like? No, their black is pretty... Well, you see a little bit of it. Hold on, let me change my music here so I don't get copyright strike. Bring up this. Bring that back. Maybe the green has more of the painterly look to it. I'm trying to find like the better example. Let's do like... Oh my god. Which one would be good? No, not that one. I'm gonna find it. Bear with me. I wanna. Actually, we can dig into the camos, maybe. No, none of these really. Go back. What am I thinking of? Yeah, okay. This is closer to what I'm thinking of. So, you need that solid black in there to balance everything out, because you're going to have the busier camo texture, but you need some details in there, right? Like, and you don't need to use these specifically, but you have the painterly swaths on here, the painterly pieces, like the paint strokes on there. Like you got to incorporate that in there, but then have a few smaller little details, like some scratches, some buffed out parts, maybe a paint chip or two, just to give it a little bit more flavor. Just so it's not flat black. You feel me? Hopefully this has been good advice. I like seeing new people come in and give it their best shot, and this guy is pretty good so far. This is like miles further than what most people attempt to do, and honestly a lot better than a lot of the crap we have in the game. So, needs a lot more refinement, but you're definitely on the way there. You nailed the colors in terms of like choosing a decent palette, but you can get it better. Keep going. Keep it going. Is this the fucking... No way, dude. That's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. It's the predecessor to the Kazatsky kick. Holy shit. It's so ancient. This is from 2011. Look at this again. Oh my lord. That's amazing. That's fucking amazing. Immense amounts of soul here. This is an example of going too far. This one I can tell was absolutely sent to me to like make me angry. What team is he on? I don't think I need to say anything else. What team is he on? Like if you were presented with this in game and you only saw him from his right side, you feel me? You feel me? Yeah, it's just a worse Red Dead Redemption set that the execution is obviously unacceptable. Like, obviously, don't strip away all primary team color. Not a good idea. Don't do that. Blast Pit. I think I've seen this one. I have. It's cool. This is a good skin. I'm a fan of it. It's good. Can't go wrong with some hazard stripes. And the color work is good. Color choice is good. Clean war paint. I'd like to see this one in game. What else needs to be said? It's a solid choice. No. This is some Fortnite shit. This is some Call of Duty shit. This is not okay. Just a big black rectangle. I'm thinking, no. Would I do a tier list review of the TF2 classified weapons you did? I could do that, maybe at some point. Yeah, I'm thinking a big fat no on this one. I'm thinking a hard pass. Epstein files glasses. Oh my god, yeah, the heavy amount of redactions, so you can't read anything. Meta items look so out of place in TF2. Yes, they do. Ain't no way. Scout's only 5'6". My god, he's short. Another ancient Tyrolean. Oh my god, another 2014. This would work, I think, on Heavy. Why not? I think it'd be a cute idea. Give Heavy a nice Tyrolean to go with the Medic's Tyrolean. I see nothing wrong with this. I like it. It's a little dated. You know, it's a little bit dated. It's a little, you know, it's got a little bit of that older flavor. You can tell it's from a different era, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. 5'6" is objectively short. I'm sorry. I mean, listen, we don't need to have the high conversation. For the manlit kings out there, I salute you. I really do. I truly do salute the manlit kings out there. You're living it hard in that world, man. You're living out in that hard, cruel world. It's not that short. I speak from a privileged position, all right, where anything is short to me. I do acknowledge that I am privileged with my height, all right? I was blessed with my height, so I see someone that's more than a foot shorter than me. They're gonna be short to me, but 5'6" is below average in America by a significant amount. So, I'm sorry. Height isn't everything. It's not doing me any favors in terms of like getting ladies, I'll tell you that much. And you have more legroom on planes, which I do not have. Whenever I'm on a bus or an airplane or any vehicle that is not an oversized truck, I envy short people. Truly, I do. Height of 5'6" is in the 10th to 13th percentile. Is 5'10" considered short? No, I think 5'10" is, I think, the average height of a man in America. Or is it 5'9"? It's either 5'9" or 5'10". I think it might be 5'9" in America, the average height of a man. I don't remember exactly. You're 5'2" for disease reasons. It's a fun existence. Listen, man, you can sit comfortably in an airplane. You have that benefit. I envy that so much. Listen, being tall, there's being tall, right? Like if you're in the 6 foot to 6'4" range, that's like the golden area to be in. I'm 6'7". I'm 6'7". That becomes too tall. Okay? That becomes too tall. That's when it becomes an inconvenience, all right? That's an inconvenience. You don't fit in most areas. They don't make clothes or shoes for you. It's a struggle. It can be anyway. They don't think how it be like it is, but it do. I may be short and ugly, but my intellect and wealth makes me appear like a Greek god to women. Yeah. Money goes a long way with relationships. Hipsters' frames. That went extinct. The concept of a hipster completely went extinct. And you know what that look got replaced with? The look of a hipster got replaced with a different word. That's one thing I've noticed. Like, society does not refer to these people as hipsters anymore. They're tools. That's what they are. They look like fucking tools. Like, no, this isn't Zoomer shit. Zoomers have like the, I don't even know anymore. I'm so like, what? I have to remember that Zoomers are in their 20s now, which is so bizarre to me. Zoomers like it's like it's around 24, I think, something like that. Okay, like early to mid 20s, and that's haunting to me. And so, in my mind, like what the youths are doing now, I feel like Zoomers don't have a style. Like Zoomers are the newest lost generation, where they didn't really grow up with anything that gave them like a sense of style or a sense of like hips, like cool trends. Because all of the trends and cool shit for Zoomers only existed on here on the phone. You know what I mean? It was all memes, and not like trendy clothes you'd wear in school. Oh wait, I lied. The resurgence of the mullet, the curly mullet, that for whatever reason, fuckboys really like having on their heads. The broccoli top shit, though, that's for like the kiddos. Like broccoli tops is Gen Alpha. If I see anyone wearing a broccoli top and they're not an adult, that's like expected. But if you're a grown-ass man and you have broccoli hair, what are you doing? Consider better life directions, right? Consider better choices. Why do people stop wearing hats in real life? I wear hats all the time. This is my favorite hat right here. I wear hats basically whenever I go out. I've had this ball cap for over 10 years, man. This is my baby. This is my go-to ball cap, man. This is the one. I like wearing hats. I wear this shit all the time. I'll wear it right now. There you go. There you go. It's old. It's got some wear and tear. I've given it a wash every now and again just so it retains its shape and its color. But it's got its fade. It's faded. Anywho, fair and square. So it's a tie square. And that's kind of it. Sure. Yeah. Simple, decent loadout filler. What else needs to be said? At least you aren't bald. Well, I mean, I'm getting there. I got the double runways, Foreman. I got the double runways. No, yeah, I mean, Medic has a pocket square, but why wouldn't Spy have a pocket square? That he's the guy with the suit. Makes sense. It's a simple loadout filler. I like it. Why not? It's totally acceptable. I think it's great. Sure, add this shit to the game immediately. Cool. Coffee break. I've seen this before, apparently. I don't remember it at all, but I like it. I'm being reminded that I like it. It's clean. I like the plaid. I like the brown. I like the white not being too saturated. It's clean. We don't have a lot of good white war paints in this game. We really don't. Nice white war paint. I'm a fan of it. It's clean. I dig it. Not too bright, not too overly saturated. It's quite good. And I did favorite this one already. All right, moving on. Fresh and clean. Another one I've seen. I'll favorite this one. It's just silver and brown. Silver polished metal and a leather grip. What else would you need? With some gray to balance things out. Also fucking good. Also clean as shit. I'm a fan of it. Looks too sterile? I don't think so at all. It has the same level of detail as the default weapon models in Team Fortress 2. I see no issue with this at all. I like it. Look at this fucking sticky bomb launcher. This is clean. Oh my god. Look at that. That's fucking slick, dude. I would take this over steel brushed any day of the week. This over steel brushed? Fuck yeah. So good. Oh god, this is terrible. Yeah, Scout is an effeminate... He's an effeminate twink now. That's how so many people view Scout. As an effeminate twink. This is just miserable, isn't it? This is just fucking miserable. Oh my god. You got beat up if you looked like this in high school, by the way. If you're a man wearing the fishnet sleeves. I got bad news for you. You're getting a swirly. See a grown-ass man wearing fishnet sleeves. You're getting a swirly. I'm sorry, this just sucks. What else needs to be said? We can just move on. It's garbage. Oh my god. Holy fuck, these are intense. Jesus Christ. Man. The Fempyro mod with this would go hard. It would. Holy shit. Obviously a big fat no. That's so fucking big. How does this look like when he's running? They have to be like, they're like clipping against each other. It's a little bit too much. Just a little bit. We don't need giant bell bottoms for Pyro. And his silhouette gets completely fucked. But with the Fempyro mod, hear me out. It's got potential. This would be great as a mod. This does not need to be in the game. We'll pass on it. Okay, so did they just take the case-hardened texture from Counter-Strike and put it on TF2? It kind of looks like that's what they did. It kind of looks like that's what they did. The Goofy movie-ass cosmetic? Yes, that's so true. It is. It looks like something straight out of the Goofy movie. Yeah, this feels like they took the case-hardened texture out of Counter-Strike. I think that is the case-hardened texture out of Counter-Strike. Correct me if I'm wrong. Gold, gold, gold! Fucking the One's voice reverberating in my brain when I read those messages. Yeah, this is just the case-hardened texture. Yeah, it doesn't really translate that well into Team Fortress 2. It's noisy and it looks fuzzy and staticky. It does not look very good at all. You could have probably made a custom one for Team Fortress 2 that looks a lot better. It just does not look very good inside of this game at all, man. The other textures are fine. I think this is one from the game files, if memory serves. I think this is part of the Craftsman collection. These are all fine also, but just for a TF2 skin, it does not translate well at all. It's so noisy looking. It looks like a fuzzy photograph. Yeah, it just doesn't look very good. Yeah, you have to make a fresh texture here. This just does not look very good at all. Oh, and the wood with it too. Just no, not a good idea, in my opinion. Lukenbach locks, dude. All right, there we go. Texas, Lukenbach, Texas, by the way. Loving it. Not a fan of the hat. I just like the hair. I like the hair under the hard hat. Or maybe just the hair. Not a fan of the hat with it. But this is fine. I like this. Yeah, very, very Johnny Cash. Yeah, this is acceptable. The hat, maybe the hat isn't too bad. Maybe the hat isn't too bad. Is it ugly? I don't think it's that bad. When we have what's the other fucking hairpiece that we have in the game right now? What is this thing fucking called again? Let me find it. When we have the big country, right? We have the big country, man. Come on. We have this. I think this is okay. It looks a little bit like Play-Doh, but it's fine. Engineer cured from baldness. I'm okay with the hair. Not so much the hat. All right. Classy coding. Okay, so you have this isometric grid pattern here where it looks a little 3D. I don't know if I like the shades. These 3D patterns just don't translate that well into TF2 because you lose a lot of, well, what makes a TF2 texture. You can get away with it a little bit, but not on large areas, because it no longer looks like you're adding depth with a painted style. It just looks like a 3D pattern. It looks a little weird. The color work is fine. I think I think patterns like this are a little bit of a dud. The mappings for the shine on the class colors don't look good. It looks like a Pokemon card. Yeah, it looks like a holographic Pokemon card a little bit. Yeah, again, texture work like this just doesn't translate that well into Team Fortress 2. These like 3D beveled, I don't know what else, what other words to use. It doesn't fit very well in the game. So just, colors are fine. I think if you tried a different type of texture with the colors you have, you'd have a much stronger execution. Maybe just like do felt. Have something like a more sleek, regal thing. Just have like felt. Why not? Like there's some felt textures in the game that the Gentleman's Collection uses. So why not give that a crack and see how that would look? Because this looks like fabric a little bit. It looks like what's the pattern called when you put the buttons in between the cushions? I should know this because of what my dad does. Fuck me, what's it called? Oh, what's that called? Where you have like the repeating button patterns where you punch the button into the cushions. Ah, fuck. Repeating button pattern furniture. That's not it. This is it. Reminds me of this. This kind of pattern. This kind of upholstery here where you have the buttons pushing into the cushion. Reminds me of this. That doesn't translate well into TF2 because you have like the 3D beveled edges there, you know what I mean? Looks kind of strange. You could do a different kind of fabric. I like it when the grip texturing on the revolver, shotgun, and pistol. Yeah. And when it's taking up smaller areas on the gun and it's acting as the grip, that's not as bad. But when it's on, say, like, the barrel, not as good. And that's just, you know, again, that's just the downside of having to work with the Warpaint system and being limited to where things go. Have seen this one before. Looking at it again, because it's been a while since I've last seen this one. I'm still not super offended by it. It borders on being a little too flashy. My opinions on flashy Warpaints have been toned way down. But if we're gonna get an elite grade, right? If we're gonna get an elite grade, this is probably as far as one should go. This is probably as far as one should go. This is like as bright and as flashy as a Warpaint should be inside of TF2. And this one's pretty good. Style's good. Color selections are good. The woman sticker, the woman sticker, I mean, the pinup looks okay. It's not terrible. On some weapon models, it's going to be really small. Really small. Like, you're just not going to see it on the pistol, the SMG, the revolver, the knife, you know? On larger ones, it'll look pretty good, but it's going to be pretty hit and miss on other ones. I would hope that this is orientation locked. I hope it's orientation locked. There's a new version. This is the new version. This is the new version. I would hope it's orientation locked. If it's not, then ask for it. But I would still give this one a pass. I would still give this one a pass. I think it's not the worst. Give me some more links, baby. Give me a few more of these. Good shit. The little chudling emoji gives me a good checkpoint. No, I do not love you, random citizen in my chat there. Okay. So, I need a beverage. I'll be right back. I need something to drink. Give me like 2 seconds. And we'll keep going. Okay, we're back. Usual massive wall of Gregnance. You like to see it. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate ya. That's like, does that rub anyone the wrong way? Maybe I'm just schizophrenic and insane, but like, whenever someone says, "Oh, I appreciate you," like as a response to you doing something for them or what have you, I don't know. Just like that kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like it comes off as like pretentious. I don't know why. I don't know why that bugs me. It does depend on how you say it. Yeah, good for you is almost always interpreted as being passive aggressive. I got a piece of banana Laffy Taffy because I wanted one. I think I've seen this. I've seen something very similar to this before. It's all right, you know. A decent mask for Pyro. I'm not offended by it. Maybe that part of the paint region looks kind of weird. I think they should have just done the eyes. I don't know about making the back of the head and neck paintable too. It's okay. It's not bad. It's a decent head replacement. I think it's fine. It's not the worst. I've seen that before. I won't cover it again. Teeny tiny cowboy hat. Very teeny tiny cowboy hat. We have other kind of similar hats in the game, and this one just doesn't look that good. It's not the worst, man. Like, we have items like the trophy belt and the croc leather slouch and a couple of other ones, right? You know, they're more wider brimmed hats. This one, I think, it's okay, but it just feels a bit too narrow. I think a wider brim would look better on this, and not one that's curled up too high. And trying to like kind of imbue the cowboy aesthetic, it looks too small. See, the hat looks too small. It's like it needs to be 50% bigger. And the trophy belt is kind of like the gold standard for a cowboy hat for Sniper. So this one's just not, it's not that great. It's just okay. It's not, I don't think it's good though. Yeah, it does look like just a smaller version of Sniper's hat, but with both sides put up. Yeah, not great, not terrible, but don't add it. See, you know what? Okay. Revisit this. Revisit this as a Halloween cosmetic, all right? Revisit this as a Halloween cosmetic. Because instead of like these grandiose, massive remodels of the Pyro's head and his body and just like a complete reimagining of the Pyro as a character, turning him into something completely different, like a dragon or some bullshit like that, just go back to basics of just stabbing a fucking knife in Pyro's eyes and then just having that be the cosmetic. You know what? That is, you know, that's like the level of Halloween comedy horror that I would like to see like TF2 Halloween cosmetics return to, without getting like overtly gruesome or weird with the body horror shit, like the weird skin mask we got last year. Oh, it was horrible, disgusting. This is like the subtle wacky Halloween crap that I like, the horrific head splitter. Go back to things like that. I like that. Come back to this, polish it up a little bit, and yeah, good. Just leave it. Yes, you know, maybe make the knives a little bit smaller, but something like that has potential as a Halloween cosmetic, and not just like another like dragon head or furry head for Pyro. I'm so tired of dragon heads and head replacements that something like this is like that. Like something like this, I can make an argument for. You know. Major Garment. Another ancient selection. Like, people like specifically go way back in the timeline here to find old cosmetics. We have cosmetics like this in the game at this point. The dyed buttons are interesting. I mean, yeah, it seems fine as a medic coat. I see no issues with it. I'm not a fan of the buttons, though. The buttons are strange as a paintable feature. I don't even think they need to be paintable. It looks like he's got, like, dog nipples. It's kind of what it reminds me of. Like weird dog nipples on his body. The weird paintable buttons is just... I'm not a fan of it. But the rest of it's fine. The rest of it's okay. But it's just We have so many other coats in the game, and this one is just kind of... It's forgetful. Or forgettable, rather. I'm not a fan of it. We don't need it. Forest Hooligans. Relatively recent addition. Added in last year. Another green... Where's my fucking music? I can barely hear it. Super quiet. Come back. There we go. Another green war paint. Here we go. This one takes the green further away from looking blue. So it's actually green more so, you know, it's like leaning more towards yellow than it is blue. This is the shade of green that looks good in TF2. The more muted, military, piney green, that looks a lot better. So good choice on the green here. The black and the green go really well. The silver, also good. The wood, I think, is the weak element here. I think the wood is the weakest element. I feel like it needs to be just a smidge darker. Just a smidge. Not much. Just a smidge darker to round out everything. Because you want the silver, right? The silver's pretty bright. I think you want the silver to be the bright element on here. And if you darken the wood, then I think you fucking nailed it. That's what I think. Otherwise, the skin is good. Even if it was put into the game as is, I would not be offended by it. But I think the wood needs a slight adjustment. General's Kippy. That's kind of my reaction, is just I feel indifferent towards this. It's not bad. It's not great either. It's just fine. I wouldn't be offended if they added this. It also doesn't look American. I could just be completely ignorant as to what is not and what is not an American style hat. This totally could be, and I just don't know. But it seems okay. I'm not offended by it. That's all I can say about it, really. Perhaps too French. It could be a reference to something I simply don't know. Roleplay is your favorite radio broadcaster. So it is referencing something. I don't know what that reference is. It's just De Gaulle. Yeah. It is just De Gaulle. But it's just, even then, it's not horrible. Not great, not terrible. Do we need it? Does this deserve to be in the game? I think that's the question we need to be asking now. Does this deserve to be in Team Fortress 2? Like, is this good enough to be an official addition into the game? Probably not. It doesn't deserve to be in the game. What? What are you... We're just moving on. Oh, I'm so exhausted. So tired. I'm just tired. I'm just tired, man. Does this deserve to be in Team Fortress 2? That's the question we should be asking ourselves. Does this deserve to be inside of Team Fortress 2, one of the most iconic games ever made? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking a massive hard pass. No. on the tacky, giant, bullet-shaped helmet for Demo Man? I'm thinking no. Makes his head look like a condom. It's very accurate. Lily, best girl, by the way. I'm thinking no. Oh. I don't think I need to say it. I don't think I need to say it. I really don't. I think you've hit levels of saturation previously unseen before. I respect this more than I like it. Okay, all right. That's a good way to talk about it. I respect it more than I like it. Okay, yeah, I respect it more than I like it. I get it. It's a reference. I can respect it. But I'm gonna say no. I like that. I'm respecting it more than liking it. I've seen a version of this one before. Or I've seen another iteration of this one before. It's fine. Color work is fine. The seed's fine. The sticker is like what makes it a little bit tacky. But overall, if you were to just ignore the sticker, everything about this is like, you know, a decent skin. The gold and the black and the white is a really good palette. All of that looks really good together. Can I have a version just without the sticker? Or can I have a version that is just like the Crummies text and not the burger sticker? That's what I would like to see, because the burger sticker, I think, takes it a little too far into the tacky territory. All the other textures are fine. Like, it's better than the pizza one we have. It's better than the pizza war paint that we got in 2017. That shit's tacky. That shit's stupid. If we're gonna get food, it at least looks like a weapon skin first and not just the food. You feel me? It's not just, oh, it's pizza on the gun. No, here it's actually like, it looks kind of like a weapon model. Before it looks like food. Roblox textures. No! I am gonna diss on your pizza revolver. In fact, I'm gonna hate on your pizza revolver. I think it's an abomination, and it is an unholy creation that should have never been brought into existence. Banish those who made it. Anyway, we'll move on. Dignified, I have seen this one many times before. Handy Partner. It looks like a reskin of the Construction PDA. Okay, that's kind of cool. If it's just a reskin of the Construction PDA, I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. I dig it. It resembles an old school computer, you know, 60s, 70s interface. I dig it. I can appreciate this. This is neat. It is interesting that we don't have cool reskins of the Construction and Destruction PDAs. It's a cut weapon. It was supposed to be added in the game files. Really? I did not know this. Be it a separate weapon entirely, or just a neat reskin. As like a reskin for the Construction PDA, just as that it's purely cosmetic and not functionally unique. I think it'd be cool to have. I don't know what this would be in terms of custom stats, but as like say, you know, a replacement for the PDA, I think it's pretty cool. Though I don't like the red. It should be orange. Red screen looks weird. Make it like a darker orange, and I think that'd be a little bit better, because you have like orange screens and red is kind of strange. But I like it. I would say yes. Oh, it's supposed to build mini dispensers? Interesting. If that's the case, kind of cool. Don't know how well that would work in terms of game balance, but I dig it. I like this. It'd be cool as a reskin. I have seen this before. I'm gonna move on. Oh my fucking god, dude. Please make this a mod. Oh my god, please make this a mod right now. Please, Jesus Christ, make this a mod so I can see this shit bumbling around in the game. I have to see this in action. I have to see like 3 engineers on my team all huddled around each other with these massive hats just clipping into each other and clipping into the geometry. Please make this a mod. I would use it immediately. Make it a mod for just the engineer's hard hat. For the love of God. Please do this. I need this in my game right now. So I can see engineers through walls. Victorian women try to keep their skin pale as a ghost. Oh, you can land a plane on this thing. Holy shit. Put some solar panels on here. You're gonna be able to power the entire city of San Francisco. My God. How many cows were killed? How much leather was needed for this hat? At least 6. At least 6. Make this a mod, please. Whoever did this, I need it as a mod right now. Hey, that's cool. They made a war paint based on the piles of corpse-grade quicklime that you see around the map. Okay, that's cute. I like what you did here. I can appreciate that. That's clever. I like skins that do this. I like skins that take an element around the map. Of course, it's by Fantax. This is like Fantax calling card. He does this all the time. I love this shit. That looks slick. I like that he took the white bags and then translated that over to silver, so it looks more like metal instead of, you know, paper. I dig that. I like the logo on there. You managed to translate that pretty well. Look at, you know, colors are faithful to the piles around the map. This is fucking sick. This is slick, man. And you get like different patterns, you know, just add body. Fuck, I like it. I like it. I want this in game right now, please. I would use this. I want to see this on like, do you have like on a sticky bomb launcher? Oh, dude, that's fucking clean. That's clean. I like it. I like that a lot. 10 out of 10 skin. I'm a fan. Like, where do people come up with this shit? Like, why is he so sad? Why is Scout so sad? Fucking Temu Max's head. Oh, fuck. We still don't know what Blue Panda is. We don't know what he is. He's either a bunny, he's either like the Balloonicorn. We don't know what Blue Panda is. It's like a weird bunny horse. This is not a bunny horse. This is just a sad, depressed rabbit. Cuddly crab hat. Oh my fucking God. Soul. But no thank you. Wasn't this removed off the workshop for a while? Didn't this get... I think I may be completely fabricating this memory in my head, but wasn't this removed from the workshop for a while, and then it got brought back? Did we ever get an explanation why? Like, reported for being too sexual or something? There's no way Valve actually debated on adding this. Not a chance in hell they genuinely thought this would be something okay to add. They probably saw it and got a good laugh off of it, but there's no way they they seriously considered this as something that could be added into the game. I don't believe you. There's not a chance in hell. The author DMCA'd themselves for fun? Why? I guess for attention? An employee genuinely asked if that can be added. You're fucking lying. There's no way in hell. A Woogie salivating. We know a Woogie is a fan of booty. We know that for certain. Lev Villain. You guys just went back to ancient submissions. That's all you did. We have no other previews except for this. Will say, more mustaches for Spy would be a welcome addition. I would like to see more very French mustaches for Spy. Because we don't have that many. I'd like to see another. I'm confused. What is... Oh, okay. That's what this is meant to be. Holy God. Like, this was, this style of shit is what I grew up on. Like, the overtly kawaii uwu anime crap. That, for whatever reason, has been, like, really heavily phased out. Have y'all noticed this? Fellow anime fans in the chat, have y'all noticed the almost sinister phasing out of like the uwu kawaii shit, like post 2012, you had like a massive decline in the presence of these things. And what got phased in replacement for that is Demon Slayer. Everything that Demon Slayer is what got phased in to replace the soul we used to have. And that makes me angry to no end. Yeah, they found it cringe, and so they had to push these things out to appeal to audiences that have no taste. To start appealing to audiences that have no taste. That have no true sense of flavor, no true sense of spark for life, when they consider Demon Slayer as like the best of all time. You youths do not know how good you could have had it. Hype moments and aura, indeed. It's stupid. Like this cosmetic. But it reminds me of simpler times. Jesus Christ, that's terrifying. Oh my god. That's a sleep paralysis demon if I've ever seen one. Holy shit. That is terrifying. My god. Fucking sending too many requests. I have seen this one before. I've seen one that's I've seen one that is super similar to this. If not, like I could have sworn I've seen this one before, or something like almost close to identical. So it's based off the Saxies, the award stage that they used to, you know, when the Saxies were a thing. Oh, they did that. Was this resubmitted? If it was, then there you go. But yeah, it's based on the Saxies stage, which is, yeah, it's pretty cool. I can appreciate it. Like the colors, like I like the flashiness of the gold and the white. Need more good white skins in TF2. I like this one. I'm a fan. I think it's good. I dig it. The stripes are not like overtly just stripes. It's meant to look like folded cloth for the curtains, which I think is a refreshing change over just more stripes. So that's a nice detail. This is pretty slick. I do like it. Do we have in-game inspecs? That's what I want to know. Pretty good in-game. That's pretty fucking clean. Yeah, this is pretty solid. I like this. I will like this, and Fantac once again cranking out a goddamn banger, as the kids say. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking no. We got the Dynamite abs, but everything else about this, I'm thinking no. And even the Dynamite abs just aren't that good of a cosmetic either. I've never liked these that much. I've never liked these that much. I don't like the fact they remove his sleeves. Well, no, first of all. You just have photorealistic night sky with hypersaturated purple. Not gonna work. The skin that gets it pretty fucking right, or pretty close to being right, is Star-Crossed for like a night sky war paint. That one does it pretty fucking well. Elite grade bait, but I kind of like it, PB, and I'm coming to your house right now, and I'm gonna beat you with the soap sock. A big one. With like 3 Dove bars shoved into it. Your life is forfeit for even saying, even considering that you might actually like this. I spilled my drink. I do this like at least once a week. Thank God I have a rag. My mouse pad is wet now. Fuck. It's gonna be sticky. Fuck me. I'll wash it later. That sucks. Oh well. I didn't waste all of it. Moving on. Trash. No thanks. Ew. I mean... You know, it's meant to be, I guess, a hippie war paint. I see the angle here, right? Yeah, it's inspired by the Volkswagen vans that hippies use. So you got the spirit. You got the spirit. I think what you need to do is, what can you do? How could you improve this? The palette you have is not very pleasing to the eye with the brownish orange and the purple and the green. I think what you should do, split this into a team colored war paint and have warm elements for red and then cool elements for blue. And then you can make one or two of the stripes in either of those kind of like a brighter, flashier element. So, you know, it retains the hippie flair, right? The bright color flair. But I think trying to condense something that resembles a full spectrum, because you're trying to nail on that. Getting something that resembles a full spectrum into one texture is making too many colors clash together, and it just doesn't make it look very appealing to the eye. It's kind of ugly, kind of like clown vomit. So I think what you should do, split it into two different team colors, do warm colors on one, cool colors on the other, get one or two of the colors in there to be kind of like the bright element. Because here, the eye is drawn to the purple, and you could keep purple for the cool color. You can have like purple, blue, and then green, and then for the red, you can have like yellow, orange, red, or some other flavor in there as a bright element to like draw the eye. But I like the idea that you're channeling the hippie Volkswagen band. I think that's, you know, kind of, you know, era appropriate. You got the peace sign and the TF logo. I think all that's well and good. That's all well and good. I actually like the stickers. I don't know if you need the stripe patterns in the negative space. It makes it kind of hard to see, honestly. I don't think you need the stripes in the negative space. I think you could just leave that white. I think you could just leave that white and it would be okay. Experiment with that a little bit, because I don't like the stripes in the negative space. The white and the black are fine. Yeah, these are the solids. The solids are fine. These are all fine too. They have like custom blood on there too, which is kind of cool. I can dig that. The custom blood's faded as well. I like that. Okay. And like in-game, right? This looks better in-game, but it's still suffering from the same problem of having too many colors clashing together. I think the purple and the green and the red and the yellow, because again, you're trying to get a full spectrum in there. It's all kind of fighting with each other. Still think it needs to be split into a team color palettes, and that would look better, in my opinion. But in terms of like the level of saturation and your texture work, that's you nailed that. Like you nailed it. Like the texture work's good, levels of saturation are good. The other choices for your secondaries and tertiaries, and the sticker is almost there. You just need to play around with the color choices a little bit more, because I like this concept. I like the idea. It's almost there. You need to just play around with it a little bit more. Just a little bit. Almost. Ask me again later. It's close. It's really close. I'd like to see hippie war paint. It's almost there. Yeah, I don't like the stripes too. And that's something else too. That might be the problem. Is because you're gonna have random orientation on this, the stripes in the sticker are not gonna be in the same orientation as the stripes on the actual weapon. And so it's gonna look weird when they're not, when they're at like oblique angles to each other. So I think that would look kind of ugly. It kind of does. So I would not have the stripes in the negative space. IMO. That's just me. But experiment a bit more. I think you can make something really good out of it. Yeah, you guys just went back and only pulled all of these old ones. That's all you did. Like, as a festive version of, like, the stately steel toe. The shit hat, don't get me wrong. But if we were gonna get a festive version of the stately steel toe, this is how you would do it. This is how you would do it. At least it's paintable. At least it's paintable. Oh, Lord. Like, if this is as far as Christmas cosmetics went, sure. Old cosmetics on the workshop front pages for all of us. That's something that's been going on lately. Is there's been some voting fuckery lately where people have been bumping a whole bunch of random old items to the front pages. Like, people are abusing the vote system somehow to put things on the front pages. I don't know why they're doing this. Probably to obfuscate Valve's vision, and so that like the first things they see aren't like the same things from the same creators over and over again is the only thing I can think of as to why they're doing this. But yeah. Interesting. Sit down. Okay. That was cute. That was cute. That was cute. What can I say? Funny, soul, dumb, 10 out of 10. That's all it is. Funny, soul, dumb, 10 out of 10. Yes. 10 out of 10. Oh my god. I gotta watch it again. It's so jank. I love it. Glad you like the war paint I saved and sent. Hope you can have more of these reviews and more can be reviewed. I will keep doing so, sir. I gotta get back on doing these monthly. I've been slacking lately. I'll be sure to get back on doing the review streams each month, just so I can have a stronger encyclopedia of items in my head, so I can make a better wish list video come the summer update. I can't talk today, I'm sorry. I'm Anim. It's just... Is it... Like, please don't go bully this guy. I feel like it's a kid. I feel like it's just some Russian kid who did this, which just makes it all the better that it's just like some Russian kid that did this. It's so cute. I don't know why. Thank you, Andrew. We love you, buddy. No. Grass toucher? This sounds like the game for me. Oh, it's just another fucking cookie clicker garbage. I was hoping for something a little bit more in depth, man. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for like a proper lawn mowing simulator. And not just another click a PNG. You feel me? Wow, I think this is the first time I've ever run out of links on a workshop stream. Holy shit. We've actually come to the end of the links. That's nuts. That's never happened before. Anywho, Winter West. Another war paint made by Aiden. I think I've seen this one before. Pretty sure I have. Pretty slick. You have the embossed engravings here with the Christmas festive holly. I dig it. Love the colors, love the patterns. It's quite good. To be fair, the workshop is a little bit dry right now, considering it's, it's the off season, so people aren't making that much stuff. You know, the level of new submissions is gonna skyrocket come probably next month. Also, I suspect a lot of wind got taken out of the sails by Valve kind of ignoring MVM stuff, because like you saw when they announced the MVM update last year, a whole bunch of shit got thrown onto the workshop, and then like, it kind of like the news came out like, oh fuck, they can't just like copy and paste maps without waves and missions and shit. So I suspect that took a lot of the wind out of the sails for people to make things. So yeah, I think everyone has forgotten about the MVM update. Like, do you guys remember they announced that last year, and they completely forgot about whatever this was. Whatever this, right? We've just forgotten like this last bit here with whatever this part 2 arriving before Halloween. We just forgot that. They never made good on that. We don't know what the fuck that was supposed to be. Again, hypothesis. Bit off more than they could chew. Didn't realize how much work this is going to take, and now it's taking them a lot longer. Remember when I said that the update would not be out in 2025? Man, did I nail that one. And I said February? It's going to be summer now. At the earliest, it's going to be summer. This might be a replacement for the summer update. But even then, I think I might be wrong. I think it's going to take them even longer to get this update out. If at all. They might just not do it. Like, part of me still expects for them to give this the heavy update treatment where they just try to memory hole it and ignore it, and hopefully people are just going to forget about it and then stop asking for it and things go back to normal. Part of me fully believes they'll try to do that. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but we'll see. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but we'll see. Yeah, I've seen this before. Crazy Nutty. Crazy Nutty. It's a Nutter Butter skin. Crazy. Okay, so it's like another variant of Nutcracker. I don't like the sticker. I like everything else. I really don't like the sticker. I think the sticker's a little cheesy. Everything else about the skin's pretty good though. I like the patterns are good, the colors are good. I like the custom wear. The custom wear looks like worn down wood fiber because you know, like worn down shell. I appreciate that. It looks like the inside of a peanut shell. You did everything right except the sticker. I just don't like the sticker. Was the heavy update a meme or actually promised? I mean, that was said in the blog post for the Meteor match update that, like, whichever class wins is going to get their update first, and then the other class is going to get their update later. That's obviously never going to happen. Yeah, I like everything about this except the sticker. You have the rare stickers. Okay, that's all right, fine. You've won me over a little bit with the rare variants. I like this pattern a lot. I like how you achieved this. This looks more like cloth than it does proper peanut shell. Very reminiscent of the Gentleman's Collection, and that looks like leather. I like what you did here. You accomplished something very unique. I'm a fan of this. I like this a lot. The stickers look a little out of place, but I'll give it a pass if for the rest of the skin being so good. That's just me. I've seen something like this before. I know I've seen one called Team Alloy before. It's just very, very saturated stripes. Extremely saturated stripes. Don't we have one in-game called this? Or something very similarly named to it. Yeah, it's a bit too bright. You gotta tone down the saturation and don't have stripes on every texture. Because when you have a bunch of stripes that are also going to be randomly oriented, it's going to make the war paint look too busy. So I would just have this be like your flat gray, and then have this be like your flat black, and then have the stripes only on your team color texture. Or at least at the minimum, have one of your textures not have stripes in them. Maybe we have Team Blackout, I guess. That's one of them. I can't keep track anywhere. There's so much shit in the game. Yeah. And I don't know if I'm a fan of the randomly spaced lines. It's certainly different. Does it translate well into the game? Not really. Also, the contrast between your colors is so low. You have to have some other background color. It can be red, but you have to have stronger contrast between the light and the dark so your stripes actually stand out. That's a problem as well. But there's nothing wrong with stripes. Just the execution needs a little bit more work. Little bit more work. All quiet on the Western Front. We have something very similar to this in the game. Another ancient pyromask. Funny how this looks so much better than a lot of the stuff we've received in recent years. Right? Funny how this looks so much better than most of the stuff we've received in recent years. You know, like the Foster's Facade, similar to that. I would like this in the game even just as is. Ancient item. I would use this. Like, look at this. And look what the guy makes now. I feel like we've just fallen so far. I feel like we've just fallen so far. We have. Warson? Warson. Okay. Warson. Pastelly pink and blue. Not the worst. Okay. I see what you're cooking here. I like the blue. The pink is okay. It works. Yes, it does. It works. You got the black in there. I like that you got the black in there to give it some contrast, so the entire thing isn't super bright. Listen. You gotta have some skins for the ladies, okay? You gotta have some skins for the ladies out there. And we know ladies like these pastel-y colors. They go for this. The medic girlfriends go for these more pastel-y colors, and I can appreciate that. You gotta give a little nod to the ladies here and there to get these cotton candy colors mixed in. This does not look bad. This does not look bad. It's simple. It's clean. April Fools? Is it April Fools? It doesn't. If this is meant to be an April Fools joke, it doesn't look like one. It looks like a semi-decent skin. It doesn't look bad. It does not look bad. If it's referencing a Cartoon Network show, I certainly don't. I don't recognize it. If it's referencing a Cartoon Network show, I don't know what that show is, and it certainly does not look like a reference. Amazing World of Gumball. I don't know what that is. I've not seen it. I kind of like it. It's good. Like, even if they were to put this into the game as is, it's like a decent mercenary grade skin. I'm okay with it. Maybe you could get a little bit more detail into that primary texture. Something to give it a little bit more spice. But it's good. It's not bad. What? Oh, it's an unusual effect. Okay, that confused me for a second. Okay. You know what? Sure. Why not? I would like it behind the head, honestly. I would like it behind the head more like a halo effect and not so high above the head. And you know what I really want? I was discussing this with another guy, with someone yesterday. I just want an orange TF2 logo effect. I just want an orange TF2 logo effect. Like, I don't want it to be yellow. I don't want it to be white or blue or green. I just want classic TF2 orange TF logo effect. Please. That's what I want. I don't want it neon. I don't want it sparkly. I don't want it with a whole bunch of particle trails and shit. I just want like a simple glowing orange TF logo effect. Can someone please just make that? Please make it. I will shill all over it. I will shill all over it. Not circling, just like spinning. Even like this, just spinning and glowing orange, like kind of like a halo around the head. Just do that, and I'll pay you a lot of money. It's not that hard to do. It is. Orange TF2 PNG that rotates with a bit of glow. That's all you have to do. I've never seen that made. Like, I see people take it to like the extreme of making it look like a neon sign with a bunch of sparkles and shit. I could fucking do it myself. I have to learn how to use the particle editor, but like, come on. Someone can do it. Please, someone do it. Saw this. Did I just do a bunch of repeats like an idiot? Oh my god, it's a fucking Foley bag. Not a Foley bag, it's a cathed sniper. They gave him a fucking catheter. I hate it. It's so bad. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, that's rough. They gave the sniper a catheter. It's not a colostomy bag. A colostomy bag is way worse. But, Jesus Christ, that is nasty. That is fucking disgusting. Like, no. No. We'll pass. I have seen this one before. Pretty saturated. It's too much. It's just too much. It's too bright. It's cool, but it just does not look like a TF2 skin at all. Looks like it belongs in a different game. Make this for Counter-Strike, guy. If you make this for Counter-Strike, it will get accepted immediately. Okay, we had a few more links sent in, so I'll open these. All right. Sunken Depths. I think we're kind of tired of this, aren't we? I think we've exhausted the offshore stuff. This was added last month. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm a little tired of the seaweed, naval mines, offshore stuff. Yeah, he's a little late for offshore, and it just does not look that good. Does this deserve to be in Team Fortress 2? I'm thinking no. I'm gonna pass on it. Coonskin Cap? Coonskin Cap? Don't we have this already? Does Soldier not have a Coonskin Cap already? Well, I think he... Does he? Does he or does he not have a Coonskin Cap? Don't call it that? What do I call it? It's a Coonskin Cap. No, I don't think he has one. Yeah, so I think Soldier needs one. That kind of makes sense. You have like the raccoon biting his pocket, and then you have the shitty raccoon mask. Yeah, I think Soldier needs one. I think this one's not the best, but I think getting a coonskin cap for Soldier would be pretty sick. Why not? Yeah, there's also just the raccoon on his head, which is so fucking stupid and tacky. My God, yeah, something like this would be welcome, I would say, in TF2 at this point. No, seen that. I think I've seen this one before. Could have sworn I've seen this before. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I know, yeah, I have seen this one before. This as a taunt with a little bit more polish would be fun to see in the game. Definitely with more. It's funny until like, oh shit, I'm good. You fucking missed me. This is actually like a jeering action, right? This is a jeering action to insult your opponents. Like, well, you didn't fucking hit me. That's a taunt. Yes. Polish it up. Ship it. Fund it. I'll take it. Yeah, this just looks weird. Because the mustache is paintable, but nothing else is. Why? It's ugly. I can think of actual scenarios in a game where that'd be perfect. Yes, dude. And that's how you know it'd be good. Yeah, kind of ugly. Seen that before. What the fuck is this? Fucking slot machine hat? How has this one never come across my desk before? Because people like sending me things to make me angry. How has this one not come across my fucking desk? Is this for the person that opens the most cases in one day? Because you have the stamp hat, you have the dueling hat, you have the, what's the other one? The dueling hat, the stamp hat, and the gift hat, right? So the person that opens the most cases in one day will get this hat. Could you imagine how much money this would make Valve? This would be the gambler's hat. You gamble for this hat to then gamble again. Yes, because then you get a random, I think the concept here is you get a random unusual effect. Every time on respawn, it randomly generates its appearance to one of the existing hats in the game. Only hats. No, don't do that. Have it keep, this is going to be like the fourth of the gimmick hats. Have this be the fourth of the gimmick hats, where when you receive it, it has a random particle effect attached to it. And it's given to the person that opens the most cases in one day. That's what this should be. That's what this should be. I just think of Ghostbusters 2. That's all I think about is Ghostbusters 2. My God. Yes. Fucking great. It's amazing. So I love the crusty 4x3 screenshots, man. Oh, it's so good. I fucking love this shit. It's what do you mean surprisingly not that bad? It's, well, you know, it's leaves something to be desired, but saw that already. Ooh, those are The mustache is fine, but the fucking mutton chops are just so high up. It looks like how do I just it looks like a dog. It looks like a terrier. They're also like too high up on his face. I feel like they should be a bit lower and not that. Just have it be a mustache and pipe. You don't need the weird mutton chops, man. These long mutton chops just don't. It does not look very good. I'm gonna pass. Okay, we got a few more here. This will be the last batch before I wrap up the stream today. The Thumper weapon idea from 2018. Does it look like a TF2 weapon model? This part does. The rest of this, not really. The thing is for me, man, like when it comes to being a TF2 weapon, TF2 weapons are flanderized versions of existing weapons. What existing weapon are those eyeballs in there? Looks like it looks like they put eyeballs in the barrel there. I think it is. This doesn't look like a flanderized version of any existing weapon. This just looks like a unique weapon pulled out of their ass for the sake of making a gun. It looks cool. It looks cool as a weapon that would belong in a video game. In TF2, not really. Because when I think about, okay, how do you make a weapon for Team Fortress 2? You look at the original stock weapons, which are either true one-to-one creations of weapons like a kukri or a fire axe, or they're flanderized versions of what the weapon would be if translated over into like a simplified painting, like the pistol or the grenade launcher. And of course you have some fantasy elements to them, like the sticky bomb launcher that is purely a fantasy weapon, but it's still grounded enough in reality where it still looks like a barreled grenade launcher. Those kinds of things. And this doesn't really tap into that original design soul of what a TF2 weapon should be. And of course, as time went on in TF2, the game got further and further away from those fundamentals, which is unfortunate. You know, I think like anything added after the Scorch Shot, minus then, of course, promo items don't look like that, but they belong in TF2 either. Yeah, you start getting more misses as time went on. Earlier weapons were more acceptable, but later ones, not so much. And then also like other like fantasy weapons, like say the Medigun, right? Or the syringe gun. They look like something that they could have put together or built together in there. And because like the Medigun just looks like some tubes and pipes that were, you know, kind of roughly taped together as this fucked up experimental thing that a mad scientist would do. Same for the syringe gun. Whereas this looks like a manufactured weapon. It doesn't look like something a scrapper or a mercenary would put together to be a functional thing on the battlefield. You feel me? This feels like a weapon from a different game. So. Stripes in the industrial design of the guard make it look like some sort of warehouse tape gun. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Ew. Oh. I don't like it. It's gross. It makes me uncomfortable to look at. I get uncomfortable looking at this. I don't want to be uncomfortable when looking at a TF2 item, no matter how well it's made. This is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Don't like it. This is gonna haunt my nightmares tonight. Eye of Ra. Just, I'm thinking, I'm thinking no. No thanks. War Dog. What do we got here? Some old frontline items. Okay. I don't think I've seen this hat before. Like, this one is so well shaped to Soldier's head, I'm reminded of how, like, flat his cranium is. This is not too bad, actually. This is pretty fucking good. I like this a lot. Paint region, not terrible. It's pretty good. This is a nice hat. I'd like to see this in game. Yes, yes, please. This is pretty fucking nice. Slick item. I'd take it. And then you have the hair. I've just never been a fan of cosmetics that show Soldier's eyes. You're not supposed to see his eyes front on. It looks weird. The hair piece itself is fine. It's okay. I'm just not a fan of when you can see Soldier's eyes. Putting glasses on him looks a little bit better, but it's just okay. The coat is, I'm not seeing this before either. The coat is not bad. I feel like the waistband, like, see this? Oh, wait, is that part paintable? Ooh. Oh, no. I don't, no. This should not have a paint region. It should not have a paint region. That looks really, really bad. Yeah, this should not, no paint region on this. With no paint region, it's totally acceptable. With the paint region, big, fat, fucking no. Yeah. Gotta pass on it with that paint region. Curb Burner. I feel like this is a reference to something. If it's not, then I'm totally wrong. It's not bad, honestly. It's not bad at all. I like this. Scout with a stubby cigarette in his mouth. Not the worst idea either. Hat seems big. It's a little puffy. But honestly, no. In the full scope of it all, it's not that bad. This whole set's not bad, actually. You don't really see a lot of item sets like this that incorporate tan onto the player model. It actually doesn't clash that hard with his pants either. I kind of like this. You got some beige mixed in here. This isn't too bad. Doesn't seem to have a paint region on the coat either. It's not horrible. I like this a lot, actually. I feel like they skirt the line maybe a little bit with the removal of team color on the upper half. At some angles, like if I was looking down on the Scout, I would not be able to immediately tell what team he's on, and that would be a problem. They could fix that by coloring the undershirt. Just to give some color at the top. Other than that, it's fine. Probably make the tan for the blue team. Yeah, I guess they could team color it instead of having it just be beige for both. Where you have like the lighter beige here and then maybe like a darker tan. Not too much though, because I like the way it looks on here. Like it would just need to be a little bit darker, not too much. A little bit darker. I like the hat a lot. Honestly, I do like this whole set. I think the whole set's acceptable. I think this is pretty good. I like it. I would not mind seeing this in game. This also just feels a bit more TF2 than other things, you know? Did I miss a screenshot? I don't think I missed anything. Oh, seems okay to me. Yeah, this is fine. I think it'd be okay to add it to the game. I like this. It's oddly refreshing having these lighter colors on him. It's a little on the nose, don't you think? Just a little bit on the nose. Congratulations! Here's your unusual. You burned your fucking money. That's a slap in the face. Yes. I would like this added to the game, if only to insult people that unbox. If only to insult people that unbox. Here's your fucking money burning effect. Except it's made by a schizo, so I have to say no to it. It's made by a complete schizophrenic, so I have to say no. As for this one... it's a bit much. It's a bit much. Bedtime robe for spy. I don't know. It's a little bit much. The blues also, the colors they chose are a little strange too. Paint region is small, thankfully. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. The closed one looks a lot better than the open one because you get less of the brighter undershirt on red. The darker shirt on blue looks good. They could have made that dark too, to not be so bright. This looks better than the open one. If it was just this style, not as bad. Yeah, and the shades of team color do look off. It's not the same as the default Spire. Maybe it is, but like whatever lighting they have on it looks weird. The blue's not so bad, but here is a bit of a mismatch, where the upper half and lower half don't look the same, which is a problem. You can't do that. Looks weird. Can't do that, guys. Gotta keep the colors consistent, otherwise it looks weird. Looks like the bottom half of the model got stapled onto the upper half of the model. Gotta keep the colors consistent. Needs more work, needs some adjustments, and then I think it'd be fine. Yeah, it has the same shine as the smoking jacket, which also just does not look good. Adding that shine onto cosmetics like that just never, ever looks good in the game. They're not supposed to have that. Anywho, I'm cutting it off there. So, on YouTube, to those still watching, thank you for watching. And, hugs and kisses. The recording has stopped. Let's wind the stream down a little bit. That was a roughly 2 hours and 45 minutes of goodies there. Let's wind things down a bit before I depart. That was good. We saw a lot of good stuff today. A lot of decent skins and hats sent our way today. You love to see it. Funny how these guys dredging up stuff from older pages on the workshop ended up sending us some gems. Favorite thing I saw today, I think it has to be the Quicklime Warpaint. I think that was my favorite thing I saw today. The Quicklime Warpaint, definitely the winner for today's stream. Fantac doing God's work, making good skins, man. That's a clean one. I'm gonna stick to loadout streams at least once. Like all these things I'm gonna try to have recur at least once a month. Loadout streams maybe once a month. Workshop review streams once a month. No guarantees on the consistency of that because I mean, given that I only stream twice a week, usually only twice a week, there may be a little bit more space in between these things. I really need to finish this next video. I'm so sorry. It is taking me way too long to get this video out. I have the voice lines recorded. The voice lines have been spliced. And like just today, I was on, like someone made a post on Reddit of taking a clip from my second channel video. And of course, reading the comment section on that one is hilarious. It's so fun watching people twist themselves in knots to say that a problem that everyone agrees that is a problem, that everyone fucking hates, is not a problem and should be ignored and it's not that big of a deal. Every fucking time. It's so funny. Because everyone hates it when you get put into a game and less than 60 seconds later, the game is over and you're forced to re-queue again or wait for the server to reset. You know? Here, I'll pull up the post. Let me dig for it. Is it this one? Yeah, here. Yeah, this. And it got a load of traction on Twitter, or not on Twitter, but on Reddit. You know, it was this one. Loads of traction, 1,000 upvotes, right? It's like, is my crash out justified? And it was my clip from my second channel video, you know? Could have found a server with a slot available and dived in. Of course, Harvest. It has to be Harvest. Everyone only ever plays Harvest on King of the Hill. Let's play Harvest, yes. Oh, awesome, this game is gonna end. And of course, they cut out the context at the beginning of the clip where it shows, hey, I'm in the mood for King of the Hill. I only want to play King of the Hill. And I ticked off every King of the Hill map, and I queued for like 38 seconds, and then I got to play and in 16 seconds. For 16 seconds. 16 seconds. You've got fast forward. Awesome. Great game. Great game. I queued for longer than I played. How is this okay? We all agree that this is not okay. This is a problem, and this should not be happening in Team Fortress 2. I think everyone agrees on that, right? You'd think we would all agree on that, right? That this happens way too often and should not be happening at all, and in fact, never happened, or rarely happened, infinitely less before Meet Your Match came out, okay? If we do ourselves a disservice and scroll down into this fucking radioactive comment section, you're gonna find a lot of people saying, well, it's not that bad. Just stay and wait for the next game. Just re-queue again. Just waste more of your time. Right? Like people saying it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a problem. You know? And of course, consistently, well, I don't like the guy, but he's right. Always the same shit. Always the same shit. It's like, wait, I don't understand why he gets so much hate. And then, of course, people have to swoop in and explain, well, he's actually this really horrible person. Like, you don't understand. He's just really deplorable person. And he's just so mean all the time. He's just so mean all the time. You don't understand it. He's just really fucking mean. All the time. It's so fucking funny. Same shit, different day. Seriously. Same shit, different day. Here we go. Here's like the massive wall of explanation. He's openly bigoted and transphobic. Openly bigoted and transphobic. He said something horrible in 2013. You don't understand it. So horrible. He had this. It's so funny too, because like they consistently cite the stupid trans S right door. Right? They always cite this. It's like he had this monumental crash out. If you go watch the clip, it's like the most level-headed, chill reaction to it you could ever imagine. But of course, they have to blow it up as if though I like started foaming at the mouth and throwing shit around my room. It's always so funny to me. Like they have to like massively exaggerate the things I've done in the past to try to paint me as horrible of a person as possible, just so they can continue to disagree with me. And also, how is any of this related to the game fucking breaking, right? Who gives a fuck? Anyway, it's just really funny. Another example of these stupid Reddit posts, man. Yeah, and also, and apparently I'm whatever the fuck, trans misogynistic. What does that even mean? This is a new word. I have never seen this before. Apparently, I thought they had already ascribed every possible label to me. This is new. I gotta give him points for creativity here because I've never fucking heard of this one. The fuck does that mean? I learn new things every day. What the fuck? Also, this is my favorite. Like, however, just don't check off Harvest. Like, just don't play Harvest, right? Like, I think the problem there is that the context leading up to this clip got removed, where it's like, hey, I ticked off everything. I'm not complaining that I got put on Harvest. I'm complaining that even if you tick off everything, you're only ever put into Harvest, because no one plays on the other maps, ever. Like, maybe 3 or 4 other King of the Hill maps get enough traffic where if you have all of them ticked off, you're going to get a bunch of variety. But if you tick off the popular maps, if you tick off Harvest, you're just not playing King of the Hill anymore. You're waiting longer. You're getting put into more half-empty servers, right? Like, if you want to play King of the Hill consistently, you need Harvest and Suijin. Those are the 2 most played King of the Hill maps. Harvest and Suijin. Suijin, for some fucking reason, is the 2nd most played King of the Hill map, which is insane to me. If you don't have those ticked off, you are consistently playing in half-empty servers or not playing King of the Hill at all, right? And it's so. I saw there's one. I had to comment on this, right? It's like, what if I want to play on Harvest? Just don't play that game mode isn't a solution. I made the mistake of leaving a comment on Reddit. God forbid. This was in the negatives earlier. It was in the negatives earlier. There was one comment I know there's a comment on here somewhere where I saw more than one person basically just saying, well, who cares? You can just wait and like look at your phone or look at your second monitor. Just look at your phone. As it's like, okay, maybe you don't value your time. I value my time. Of course, a lot of people agreeing with me because this is like, thank God common sense is returning for the most part. Most people are agreeing with me here. Thank fuck. But there's still a lot of stupid people that just go, well, just look at your phone. Or like just watch something on YouTube. Again, I value my time. When I have the video game open, I want to play the video game. I don't want to queue for a server, get in the server, and then 10 seconds later have to wait even more just to start playing. Okay? Like, you may have a complete lack of an attention span, but like, I actually want to play this video game because that's what I did. That was my intention with opening it. It's like, it reminds me of the stupid Diablo fiasco with like, well, you have a phone, don't you? You have a second monitor, you have a phone, just do that. Just, you have one, right? It's so fucking stupid. Waste time like I like to do. Don't you guys have phones? Don't you guys have phones? Anyway, stupid fucking Reddit post. But the tides are indeed turning. I'm glad the tides are turning where now people are realizing, wow, casual mode really does suck. I'm so glad that my work here is working out, where the conversation is picking back up where it left off in 2016. Like, finally, people are talking about this more, because all of the shit casual mode does is a problem. It sucks. It is so long overdue for Valve to actually meaningfully address how casual mode functions in a good way, instead of slapping more band-aids on the dysfunctionality of it. It should have been reverted immediately. Meet Your Match should have been reverted immediately. Like, that should have... there is no serious refutation to that. There's no reason for casual mode to still be here. At all. None. No good reason. And so, like, it's 10 years too late. Remove it. Remove this fucking horrible, disastrous experiment that has nothing but failed for a decade. So... crazy that TF2 Classified's more replayable and not a time waster than TF2. Yeah, you get so much more playtime by just hopping into a TF2 Classic server with infinitely fewer interruptions and more balanced games because your servers aren't half empty or bleeding players the entire time. God, I have to get these videos done. I am moving so slow. Fuck. Oh my God, it's so much work. I hate this shit. I'm too much of a perfectionist when it comes to the editing and making visuals for this, but I swear to God, this first one's gonna be out by March. It's gonna be out by March. I'm gonna get it done. I promise. It'll be done. Anyway. It's awkward now without my music. I need my music back. I need my tunes. TF2 should add TikTok doom scrolls to the casual timeline. So true. We need to sate the short attention spans. 100%. Sate the short attention spans. God. So, you know what makes me sad? Is the replay editor in Team Fortress 2 has become completely unusable. It's like it is 100% broken now. So I'm having to teach myself how to like properly move through demo replays so I can get the visuals I need for this video. It's really annoying. It's so clunky and cumbersome, but I have to do it. I have to do it. It's brutal. What's broken with the replay editor? It's broken, it doesn't work. Half the features are non-functional. Replays have been broken in TF2 since 2013. Like, you can still get some things out of it, but most people use demo replays now. Demos over the actual replays. So... I used to use the replay system all the time in my videos, but as the years went on, it just gradually got worse and worse to where it just doesn't work anymore. So I've had to stop using it. Anyways, I'm going to end the stream there. My voice is tired. And so the way this works is the VOD is going to go unlisted for those of you that are still watching, so you can like finish it to the end if you want. But then the workshop review part is going to be uploaded separately as a video. It's going to start uploading as soon as the stream's over. Other than that, y'all take care. Thank you so much for your lovely donations. You're all very kind people. And I will see you guys on Monday, because I'm streaming again on Monday. We're doing a taxi stream on Monday. And then Wednesday is going to be Minecraft. And then Saturday, I think I'm overdue for a $1 equals 1 kill challenge. I think I might have to do that again. And then UFR tomorrow. We're playing Deadlock, I believe. UFR tomorrow. We're doing Deadlock. And, yeah. Lots of stuff to look forward to. I gotta get this fucking video done. I have to get this fucking video done. I'm so fucking far behind. Oh my god.